on recording officially note that I am going to be looking over here frequently because this is where the cameras are for today only, I hope. So, all right. I'm trying to remember. So one other disclaimer, I don't have my notes for today. Actually, I don't think I told all you guys that either. Because my computer is dead in the great server room in the sky right now, all of my notes are there with it. So I think I've recovered most of my NPC names, and I've got the gist of everything, and my memory is good since I wrote everything myself. But there may be some hiccups in my memory of NPCs in particular.
NPCs?
NPCs.
What's my name?
It doesn't matter.
He's actually...
Where did we leave off last time? Let's see. Well, let's just talk through a recap, and I'll remember that way how we left off. So you guys are in the village of Hummelbank, if memory serves. A small trade village in northeastern Saragarda. Right there. Some of you have come from far-off lands, some from not so far. All of you, for whatever reason, looking for, I don't know if adventure is the right word, but getting into a little bit of adventure.
I sure am.
Looking for money, glory, fame, magic, knowledge, and maybe one or two other little things. Unfortunately, after your first night in Hummelbank, you were drawn into a murder. The official police force in the village is non-existent. The one lone man who's essentially responsible for law basically said he doesn't know who did it. He is not equipped to find out, but it looks real bad for you guys, so it would be in your best interest to assist with this investigation. Which I believe you guys pretty thoroughly agreed with. And you began an investigation. You questioned some of the denizens of the local Inn of the Welcome Lady. You, I don't want to say befriended the innkeep, but you kind of worked with him. You found him to be amicable to your investigation. You also investigated the body and discerned a number of facts and clues, which you followed up on. You visited Rutger and Byrne, the local law enforcement and retired adventurers who kind of run this town. You learned that the victim had actually robbed Byrne, the town's wizard, and was obsessed with learning about the Temple of Elemental Sin and the conflict that occurred with them 10 years ago. He was not given all the information to his heart's content and may have tried to recruit you to get more, or maybe he was using you as a distraction. It's not really clear what he was trying to do with you guys. You also spoke with the denizens of the church. One Father Calamore, I think was the name, and
correct.
Father Terrison, the high priest's high in the village anyway. You asked about the disappearance of the canoness, Elia. You asked about a rune of purity that had been drawn in blood on the body, and about the current tensions between the church and the old faith. The priests seemed very convinced that none of their congregation could have done this, and claimed that they were also not a part of this. They also explained to you that the rune of purity drawn on the body was not the kind of rune that is used to maybe mark a heretic or to reclaim a lost soul to the faith. It was in fact a symbol of consecration used to mark typically a holy landmark or a place. You moved on to the quarry, where you found some footprints. You found proof that that is where the victim was killed, not in front of the inn as the body had been found. You determined that there were other people in this quarry who had been there, 3 or 4, some of whom were accounted for, others were not. None of the figures were identified by name, but one of them went back into town, presumably with the body, and I believe it was determined that they had some kind of a staff. Did I miss anything from last time?
We found the killer. Go ahead.
Maybe you did.
Did you mention, so we found that there were 2 people who left town that had stitching on their cloaks towards Noct.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But we didn't know what the stitching was. And that there was we don't know what happened to the 4th person, if there was a 4th person.
And that from the voices, it appeared at least one of them was female. But most of them were male. Okay. Well, in that case...
We were last in the inn.
Did we
discussing
leave off at
plans.
Yeah, that's right. You went to the inn. I think you guys got some lunch and talked out what was going on.
We
was about to go and see the druid, if I remember correctly.
Girath.
Okay.
Mhm.
All right, so that's where we'll pick up. It is mid-afternoon. You're stepping out of the Inn of the Welcome Lady. Let me get some sounds going. You can see that there is some cloud cover forming, which is kind of unusual. It's coastal, but there's not a lot of storms in these parts. So the cloud cover does kind of imply maybe there'll be something to that effect in the near future. You have a very short walk. In fact, let me show you. From the inn to the little park. Hello? There we go. Is maybe a 100-foot walk. Okay. Let me pull things open. I'm also on one less monitor than I usually am, so once again, I apologize for my ghetto setup. Okay. So, actually, now that I've got the town ambience going, I'm going to immediately stop it. Because almost at once, as you pass between the first 2 trees onto a wide dirt path, there's a shift in the mood. Sunlight, partially covered by trees, or filtered by the trees and the clouds, manages still to come down in curtains of light. You can see neatly cared for foliage between a lot of the trees and bushes, though actually the more you look at them as you're walking along this path into the grove, you can see that many of the hedges and bushes are poorly cut. They've been neglected, and some are even growing thorns and have unpleasantness kind of beginning to sprout amongst them. Though the ones closest to the path are still maintained. The tree cover gets thicker as you move deeper into the grove. You round sort of a very gentle bend and come to a point where the path circles around in sort of a cul-de-sac, if you will, without houses, but same idea. In the middle of the loop, is a grassy patch, a single tree, a large flat rock, and a cool trickling pond in which swim a number of fish. At the far side of this looped path, you can make out a old wooden shack. It's like a 2-bedroom shack, if you will. It's not like a tool shed. Like it's like a 2-bedroom house, if you will. It seems well maintained. The wood is treated. In fact, there are little saplings growing right out of the wood making up this shack. And you can see the door is currently shut. The area is quiet and you are alone. What do you do?
Do we have a plan going into this one? Were we gonna...
I think Elowen was going to talk, right?
Yes, but I seem to remember there being some discussion about whether we go in nicely or go in with accusations.
Nicely.
Oh, we should always be nice.
Okay.
Yeah. I go with you?
Yeah, Junko, you can come with me.
Well, I mean, do you think we should all go
Should
and
we
just
all
let
go?
her do the talking?
Do we want to check around the back to make sure there's no escape route if he's gonna do a runner? I mean, we're in the middle of in the middle of town-ish, I guess, but
I definitely feel safer with others.
oh yeah, I won't leave you to fend for yourself. I just wanted to know if there was. If there is a route of escape, I want to have in mind which way he might go.
I don't think we should surround him. He might get...
I make him feel uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Yes, I agree. We should go and speak to him. Perhaps 1 or 2, 3, and the rest wait outside close by.
You guys ever read the notes? The pages, by the way?
Yeah, I read them before we started.
Yup.
Okay.
Well, I'll follow after you, Ellen.
Okay.
I'll stand back about 15 feet and
I'll
Okay.
follow Cora.
So E3, that would kind of put you in sort of that little zen area in the middle of the loop, if that's okay with you. Like you could stand under that tree or even sit on the flat rock if you'd like.
I would remain standing and ready
Okay.
until I know how this is going to go.
Okay. And what about Dracon and Junko?
Gone? Yes. The answer is yes.
The answer is yes. I'm going to wait outside. I'll stand just beside the door.
Okay.
I'll go with Elowen.
Okay.
Just so I can hear what's going on.
3 of you kind of coming right up to the door. 1 of you staying off to the side of the door. 1 of you behind the other 3, and then the last back under the tree in the Zen garden. We'll call
This is
it.
our detective formation.
Primed for optimal detection. Okay. Well done. Elowen, what do you do?
Okay. So I walk up to the door and I knock on the door to see if there's an answer.
Okay. As soon as you knock on the door, the sound is a little upsetting to the general serenity of the rest of this grove. There's sort of almost an aggressive peace about the area, like it's forcing you to kind of relax, whether you want to or not. It's oppressive, if that makes sense. After a moment, you can hear, just a moment, and you can hear some kind of activity on the other side of the door, and then a moment later, the door opens just a crack, and you can see a gnarled older face with long black hair down to his back, peering at you through the crack in the door. Who's that?
Hello, hello, sir. Sorry to disturb you. Are you Jaros?
Yes, I am.
Are we able to come in and take a minute of your time?
No, but I can step out. Clear the way. Let me. He's kind of, as he pulls the door more open.
I'll step aside. Easily.
He quickly like slips between you, closing the door behind him, kind of brushing down his forest green robes. Oh, there's a few of you.
Hello.
Oh, yes. Hello. What can I do for you? I am Jaros Ashstaff.
Is he staff made of ash?
You don't actually see a staff.
Okay.
We've been told to come speak to you. We're investigating the murder that happened in town.
Murder?
Yes.
Oh, dear. What?
You...
Forgive me. What do you need?
There was some interesting things on his body, some symbols. One of them, tree blood.
A foul term. Foul.
That's what we understand.
I curse Terrison and his ilk. They brought that word here.
Father Terrison?
That's the one.
And what are your views on Father Terrison in the church?
What do you think? He's frustrating, wholly devout in his faith and unwilling to believe there's any other way. Stubborn, destructive, arrogant. His predecessor was far more respectful. Canoness Elia, a good woman. We coexisted. Yes, I did. We've fought together, served this community.
Do you know what happened to her?
No one knows. I fear, well, I have naught but an old man's suspicions. I've no inkling what became of her. The trees and roots, they whisper of other things.
What thing?
Troubles, shadows growing to the west. Foulness under the boughs of, oh no, my notes are gone. What was the name of the forest? This is one of those things I had written down in front of me. Please tell me I labeled it.
Fangorn Forest.
It was not. Frick! Is it in the... Did I maybe put it in the...
I believe you did, yeah.
Yeah.
Let me look for it.
You did. It should be one of the ones that mentioned Nox, right?
It was, yeah, it's the forest around Noct. I'm very sorry, guys. I'm
Yes,
normally...
right, I forgot my accent, so I'm just trying to remember that before I speak.
You had a nice old man voice, if that helps.
I know that, but...
Hello there. That's the one. Okay, it's
Me
not in the
and
front
Ava are
page.
just all like, we forgot our accents, we don't know what to do.
Out of the forest lands.
I see that. Damn it! I don't remember the name of my own forest.
Well, game over.
My
Insert-
computer.
Is it on the map?
No.
Of course it is.
A clever
insert
man would have
forest
put it
one
on the
here.
map.
I
A
agree.
clever man, I am not.
A deep dark forest.
Okay, well,
And inside that deep dark forest. there was
avoid
a
it.
deep
Avoid
dark-
the name at all costs. Understood.
A foulness has returned to the forests.
Even my good garden. Perhaps you've seen. There's violence in the very earth beneath our feet. The people of Saragarda have forgotten how to care for her. They are now so fixated on their Halos and their Arcane and their gods. What about the land, the sea, the sky?
Water.
Yes. No one cares for these anymore, or not enough. My flock grows smaller by the year. Those old bats in the church claim more and more for themselves and their gods. These are dark times.
Well, with all due respect, I think true followers of Hill.
You are very hard to understand.
Yeah,
Is this better?
actually, yes.
Just about.
Is it? I'm like right up on the mic.
Yeah, that's much
Perfect.
Oh, I can't stay like this.
Only when you talk. You got to.
What was I saying? With all due respect, true followers of Arcane know the harmony of everything God creates and how it all works together, and our place here as well.
You sound like the twit Calamore.
What?
What do you know?
I know a lot of things!
People saying those things use it to justify as they hack down 100 trees for a house, as they feed their industry with sawdust and coal, as they mine without regard for what they take, putting nothing back ever.
I've read about this. There's a thing called renewable forestry where you cut down one tree and you plant two more.
I can't tell if you're foolish enough to believe that, or simply a good liar.
I would never lie.
Please, no more. This talk of Arcane poisons my trees further.
How cannot poison trees, though? Poisons trees.
Is there anything else you need?
Do you
As we
use
are-
a staff?
No.
Okay.
Right then.
Can I see if he's lying,
Empty
Tim?
hands. Well,
Does he
you can
sound
make an
genuine in
insight
what he's
check.
saying?
You can make an
Yeah.
insight check. Keeping in mind that a D20 is not a lie detector, but you
I
can
know,
see
I
what you
know.
notice.
9.
These rolls, man.
He seems righteously angry, and that seems genuine to you.
Okay.
I believe we've heard talk otherwise. People have mentioned that you have a staff.
And your last name is Ashenstuff, or Ashstuff.
Ash staff!
Yes.
Yes,
that
I've waved it around for some rituals here and there. It's a title. I can stand just fine, you see? It's fine.
A staff is more than just a walking stick, good sir.
That staff has been naught but a walking stick these last 10 years. Not even a walking stick. More of a ritual piece. That is all.
So you do have a staff.
No, I don't. There was a staff. It was misplaced. Stolen. Probably by those fools prancing around singing about Arcane.
When was your staff misplaced and or possibly stolen?
Yesterday.
Oh, how convenient.
Yesterday afternoon. I went about for my walk. When I returned, the staff was gone. I'd had it leaning right here against my shack, my house, against my house.
Was there anybody else within the area?
My people come and go. Followers of the old ways are always welcome here.
Is there anybody who could corroborate with your story that you went out?
Corroborate? Am I under suspicion?
Yes.
No, there's no one who can corroborate. Ask the trees or the birds. Those are my comrades. Those are who I spend my days with.
Wait,
Go ahead.
can you ask Bird? Question?
I could.
I don't possess the magic to talk to trees or animals, unfortunately.
I know how it looks. It's suspicious. I get that, but I don't know what else to tell you.
We were told there were 2 people within the town who own the staffs. You and the wizard Burn. We are trying to cover all of our bases.
Sell out.
What do you mean, sell out?
I thought better of him. Bringing in these Arcaneans. Unfortunate business. I don't think he would do this, though. I would check. There's many travelers who come through at the inn. Perhaps someone there came with a staff.
It just seems awfully convenient of how this has all been set about for it to be a random traveler.
You said
Seems
someone
very unlikely.
put tree blood out there and you think I did it? Do I seem like I would assail my own people?
If somebody was trying to cover our tracks, they will do anything. I am not accusing you, we are just trying to cover all
Certainly
bases.
sounds like you are.
Can you hear me any better?
Yeah.
Kind of, for now.
Yes? No?
You're clear.
A little better.
Yeah.
Okay.
We
You
can
say
go. What, Shannon?
you say your own people. Did you know of this man? The one who was murdered?
I don't know who was murdered. You haven't told me.
His name was Thorio Selen.
I can't say as I know the name.
He was a historian.
Many claim to be historians, conveniently leave out the true histories of this land. I wonder how many of those self-proclaimed historians will talk about the Great Purge, will talk about the Calamity, will talk about Arcale's bloody rise through the religious prophecy.
Wait, what about that?
I could tell you quite a few things, girl. Many things. The Church of Arcale. Peaceful. Ha! Arcale's been around since the Calamity.
Sir, this is irrelevant.
Just answering the
Unfortunately.
questions you ask.
Well, thank you for your time.
I have just one more question. Did you do it?
Knew it.
How dare you? Didn't I just tell you? Didn't I just say? See yourselves out. He's gonna storm
Thank
back
you
into
for
his
your
shack
time.
and slam the door hard enough that like a little bit of dust comes down out of the.
I would leave his porch.
I walk away back to the others. Where Ithri's sat.
What an unpleasant old man.
Did you guys find out?
He had nothing of use besides the fact he says his staff was stolen yesterday, which is extremely convenient. But that would also tie in with somebody setting somebody up. And let's not forget, nothing against Arcane, but the church led us to him. Tree blood was put on this man's body. I don't believe it was the druid.
Neither do I.
But it
I don't-
seems like his staff was the murder weapon.
I don't think it was him either. I just think he's really unpleasant. And that
think-
means a lot coming from me.
I think the staff was definitely used in some capacity, with there only being 2 staff wielders within the town.
Well,
Take the
then-
blame from one and put it on the other.
Well, then perhaps we should investigate where the staff is and who took it.
How are we going to do that?
Did he mention where his staff was when it was stolen or taken?
He said it was just outside the door, leaning against the shack.
I walk over to where the porch area and I look around. Any footprints? Or platters?
Make a perception check.
I'll do you a favor and I won't help on this.
Thank you, I appreciate it. Let's see,
Do-
perception.
Do any of you guys know how to speak to animals?
I do not.
Maybe they
11.
saw something.
I can speak to them, they just don't understand.
11.
Yes.
Therithiel, you see no real signs of like prints or anything. So the porch is mostly just like an overhang. There's like no floor to it. It's just part of the dirt path that goes right up to the
Okay.
door. It's just a covered front, if that makes sense.
Yeah, okay.
You don't see any signs of like. I mean, you see some basic signs of foot travel, but nothing that stands out as like something out of place. You don't see any signs of where the staff may have rested or fallen.
So this was pretty well planned out. I came here, stole the staff, went to the quarry, and then
So it
smacked them with it.
could be the rise of the elemental sin coming back.
More cultists.
Why not? They were driven back, not purged.
Could be. I mean, they really looked culty. At least from the description.
The hoods.
Yeah.
I
I
believe
can
those
sneak in-
patches. Go ahead, Junko.
I can sneak into each house and look for staff.
Each house in the whole town?
That's a lot of houses.
I feel like if that was the murder weapon, it would either be placed somewhere where it could be found or disposed of. If this has been planned as thoroughly as we believe it to be, odds are we won't find that stuff very easily.
Yeah, if they wanted it to be found, surely we would have found it by now, right?
Hmm. Where would you dispose of a staff in this town?
In the woods?
For all we
It's a
know, it could have
woods.
been
Right.
Chuck
the
it in the
scene of the
river.
crime.
If they were to chuck it in the river, it would just float away.
Or just set fire to it to burn the evidence.
Was there any other evidence near the quarry?
So then, what are the options left to us? The church or the wizard?
Mr. Byrne? Is that who you're talking about?
Yes, Burns.
I
Who
feel
would have
like
the more to gain by this death?
I feel like someone's trying to pit the church and the old faith against each other. and without more local knowledge, I certainly don't know how to pinpoint it. Maybe we could go back to Rutger and tell him what we found, and he can guide us. The only problem with that is if it was Burn and Rutger's on it. I don't know, I'm a bit lost.
I don't think it was Burn, Mr. Burn.
I feel like speaking to Rutger may be a good idea, but perhaps not tell him everything. But I also don't know how to go about doing that.
I mean, he is the one who had us do this.
I can talk to him.
I just feel like you four who were here before me and Miss Junko were conveniently placed at the right time. 4 random people coming into town asked to solve a murder mystery. Seems very convenient, again. Do we know how long the murdered man was in the town before he was murdered?
I'm sure he told us it was like a week or something similar.
Something like that.
If this was as planned as we think, do you feel it happened within that week and they just chose him, knowing who he was, knowing he was seeking magic and the elemental sin?
It is my belief that that is why he was killed. He was delving into things that he quite didn't comprehend. And he was killed for it.
Elowen, make a perception check, please.
Roll high, roll high.
9.
14.
I was looking at the roll.
As you guys are talking this out, and mind you, at present you are still in the Druid's Grove. Elowen, you start to feel the hair on the back of your neck kind of stand up, like something's watching you.
Got a weird feeling.
You do?
I feel like someone just walked over my grave.
What does that feel like?
Eerie feeling.
Are you dead? Are you undead?
No, not yet.
How do you know what it feels like if someone walks over your grave?
It's an expression.
Oh, okay.
Do you feel uneasy here in the grove?
I feel really uneasy all of a sudden. Like
Can I
someone's
look around?
nearby.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, I'll like
Yeah,
look
we all
around.
look around.
Is there any windows in the house?
There are, but they are all currently curtained over.
Okay.
I'll make
What
You
do my
guys-
elven eyes perceive out in
Go
the
ahead and make a
forest?
What do my human eyes perceive?
Yeah, what do human eyes?
Make sure you say what you result out loud, please.
I got a 9.
9.
9.
You don't see anything.
Perception.
I got a 14.
You don't see anything.
12.
Don't see anything.
Are you rolling with disadvantage or advantage?
Those are with advantage, but make sure you deselect the
Oh.
advantage thing.
E3, come on, man.
My bad.
You hack.
Oh,
My-
E3.
My rolls are on point today.
Are you drunk? Is that
At
what's
least you're
happening?
consistent.
So
Did that
Junko
mute too
also
hard?
have a look around, or I have really bad perception, so I didn't expect much.
I'm just gonna hide in the trees instead of look around.
Do I notice anything?
With the 14 that you already had, just kind of looking about, like, you can't really get a vibe on where it was from. Just that something, you're sure something was watching you. Is watching you. You still feel that.
I'm gonna walk up to the house and see if I can peer through a crack in a curtain. If
Okay.
there's any gaps anywhere, I just want to see if I can see the inside.
let's call this one an investigation check, because you're kind of looking for a spot where you can see in.
Come on, man, you got this.
11.
That's a
You
flat
find
one.
a narrow crack, like you find a little space where you can kind of peer in. You don't see much. It's a dim interior. You get sight of what must be Jaros. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
No,
Ashla.
my editing.
Goodbye to him.
Uh-oh.
Oh, but I did want to ask if I could, like, actually, like, hide in the tree line or behind the trees.
Oh,
Yeah.
I just got word Crep's PC blue screened.
Oh.
Oh no.
Oh, it's
do we
going
wanna wait?
around.
Do we want to wait for him to come back?
No, it's okay. It's okay. He'll
It's
be back.
contagious.
For the moment, you see someone through a crack. It has to be Jaros from the shaded green robes. They seem to be moving quickly, maybe pacing. They're not saying anything, but whoever it is just suddenly comes to a stop and then moves away out of your sight from that crack.
He doesn't seem to
Perhaps-
be doing anything suspicious. I'll go back to the group.
Perhaps this is magic and someone is scrying us.
Now, Junko, you said you were trying to climb up a tree?
I was trying to, like, hide within the trees, yes. I don't know if going
Well,
up it, but...
That's a very important
You
distinction.
know what? Let's do both. Let's hide and go up.
All right, so what you can do is make an athletics check with disadvantage to try to do so stealthily.
Are you sure it's
Welcome back.
acrobatics? If I
Positive.
can just
Athletics
run
is
up the tree?
climbing. If you wanted to jump up the tree, acrobatics. If you want to climb up the tree, it's
I'm gonna-
athletics.
I would like to jump.
That was rhetorical on my part. That's not an option.
God damn it. What if I parkour? Poo poo poo.
That would be athletics.
God damn it.
What if she backflips?
If you've ever done
off of it?
parkour,
What?
you know that is athletics.
What if I give her a boost and throw her up?
Not asking.
Then
for
that
help.
would negate the disadvantage.
I'm not gonna do it stealthily then.
Okay,
Not
just a
getting-
regular roll.
I was gonna stealth when I was up there.
Once
so,
you get up there, you could try to hide, but
Yeah.
okay. You moved. So, did you want to go to one of the outlying trees around the grove, or did you want to go to the one tree in the Zen garden?
Wherever people aren't really looking, I guess.
I
to
mean,
say.
this is a 6-person group of people. I would imagine most every direction is pretty well.
I
I'm
don't
gonna
know.
actively
E3 looks
looking.
like he's really distracted, so.
Yeah, he's looking at the fish in the pond.
Thinking about dinner.
I will go in the Zen tree.
Okay. You move to the tree. Excuse me. That earlier voice is really tearing up my throat. And you start clambering up. It's no problem. These are not hard trees to climb. They're mostly oak and ash. You scamper up into the treetops. Though it is noteworthy that a lot of the foliage around this little garden, around the tree in the center of this garden, is kind of overgrown and gnarly, and it maybe even looks a little sick. In fact, now that I think about it, I'm going to have you make a quick dexterity save for me as well. Okay. You avoid scratching yourself on any of the briars that are in there, but that's mostly because of, you know, where you come from and what you're accustomed to climbing around in. You know how to avoid that kind of stuff, but
Yep.
you would not want to get snagged in here.
And then I would like to watch my party from up here and until they go, and see if there's any other people, you know, doing what I'm doing.
Yeah. Okay.
Can I ask a question out of character for a second?
Mhm.
Because I'm obviously quite new to this. With animal handling? Would that allow me to talk to animals?
Not talk to them, but maybe like that would be like a non-magical solution. Like a person could communicate with an animal by like calming them or showing them that you're a friend or something like that.
Okay, yeah, thank you.
There is,
Send
I
me to the
think,
bad
a
guys.
druid spell called Speak with Animals.
Yeah,
I don't know what level that is, though.
yeah, I don't think that's yet.
It is Speak with Plants is 3rd level. Speak with Animals is 1st level.
Okay.
So I
So
assume that's probably
prepared
not one of the ones you prepared today.
No.
Okay.
Weren't
Tomorrow
ready
you
for
could do
that
that.
situation.
That would have been a good one.
Yeah.
To be fair, you didn't know you were going to need it.
No.
It's always the ones you don't think you'll need that you'll need. So
Mhm.
So
Sorry, guys.
you guys want to just go to Rutger and see what we can find out?
I think
Tell 'em
that's
what we
the
know.
next way to go.
We could at least let them know that maybe somebody's trying to get like the group of cultists back together. I feel like
Would
they
it-
want to know that.
would it perhaps be a good idea to mention that he has been placed, perhaps, at the scene of the crime?
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
At least we could gauge by his reaction what he says.
Yeah. I can't think of the word that
Oh.
I'm thinking of, but I'm sure you know what I mean.
Implicated?
Yes.
Framing.
Just a suggestion.
So do you guys start to leave the
Excellent
grove?
then.
Oh, hold
Yeah.
on. We can't leave without
Junko.
Yuko.
Junko!
Where'd she go?
Junko!
Just a reminder, she did not end up doing stealth to go up the tree.
Oh,
Come down!
do we know? Oh, there she is.
We're leaving. She's just eating
I
food
point
in
up
the
to that tree she's at. Yeah.
As we walk away, I look over my shoulder to see if I notice anything new.
I'm gonna slip down.
Okay, you are going up then. You can make one final perception check, Elowen.
Come on,
As
Shannon.
they're leaving.
You can do it.
Nat 20, baby. Come on.
Nice.
Pretty good.
You guys begin to make your way out of the grove. Most of you kind of more at ease than Elowen, who you just can't shake that feeling. And finally, on some last instinct, you kind of turn and look back over your shoulder. And for a moment, you swear you can see 2 glowing yellow eyes staring at you out of the thick, overgrown underbrush around the side of Jaros's cottage. And then the eyes kind of pull back into the shadows and disappear.
Guys?
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, Elowen.
Nothing. Nothing.
Okay.
You sure?
I swear I saw something.
That's not nothing, Elowen. That is something.
I
What did you
Something
see?
like
there.
Did you see a staff?
No, no.
Would be
I wish
really
I had.
convenient.
Did you see Bern or Rodgar?
No, neither of them either. There was something glowing over near the trees over there. It
What?
looked like something was looking at me, but then it disappeared.
Do you want to go check it out before we go?
I mean, if someone comes with me,
yes, we all
I'll
go.
back you
Let
up.
you go alone.
please. I'm not going alone.
Based on that description,
I can go
would
first
it
if
ring
you'd
any
like.
bells?
You don't have enough information.
Okay,
Glowing
Okay.
yellow eyes.
no worries.
Do you want me to go
So-
first? Just
I'll
point
go-
in a
I'll go.
direction.
I'll go first. I'll go first.
It was over there, by the trees and the shrubs, that direction.
I try to make my way
Oh,
out there
wait,
as
wait, wait.
stealthily as I can.
Wait, you go that way, and maybe I'll go with somebody else around the other way with the blanket.
I'm just going to stand here.
Okay, well, let's make this more interesting, shall we?
A3, you come with me. We'll go around the back.
Sure.
Oops.
Who's
I've
coming
got-
with me?
I've got my
I'm
hammer
just-
out on my shoulder.
I'm
I'm
just
up front.
picturing Ferrifial just like, we're all out in the open, he's all like tiptoeing towards the trees, like very stealthily.
Let's make this more interesting.
Oh,
Can I
no.
have you guys position yourselves for me?
Oh God,
Sure.
where's the tree and where's the spot in question?
The
Like over
The-
here?
thing was seen like here, in this ballpark.
Right here?
How do we position? Just move our.
Yep, just click and drag your token. Yep, exactly.
What tree would I be?
And Ashlow, for purposes of your map, that should center it.
So
Oh,
here, where's the hut, Tim?
It's
The
the thing
shack.
that looks like a hut.
No,
Yeah, the
all I
bottom.
see is a black square.
What?
No, there should be like if you move your token near
It
to
should be
it.
to my right.
Yeah, all I see is a black thing.
Hang on.
roll 20.
I think your vision might be messed up.
I can see the roof
I'm legally blind.
partially.
No, you should be able to
Um,
see.
Do I
The
need to
trees are
reload
black
20?
lines, so
Yeah.
I
Okay.
can't see
I
the
can't.
Cora token. Where did it go?
So there is line of sight here. So some of you should not necessarily be able to see things. So like, why? Yeah, actually, I'm seeing that too with
Yeah. All I've got is a
It's
black
like,
square.
Raycon. Okay, apologies. This is a brand new.
I may be old, but my eyes work fine, Tim.
Come on, DM.
So
Hmm.
exciting.
I was all like,
What?
where's the bloody tree?
I'm missing someone's token.
I can't see Cora's token.
Cora.
Probably Cora.
Billy,
Mhm.
did you see my message?
Oh, did you delete?
I did.
Okay.
Yeah, I refresh and I still see the
There we go.
black
I
square.
can see now.
She was too scared. She's like, I'm out. Delete.
Peace out! Delete the whole
Um,
game.
Give me 1 second, Ashley. Let me fix.
You do. So, me
Okay.
and Isri, I imagine, are going to go. Wait, are we going to go that way or do you want to go this way?
Okay, yours. So is Dracon the only token that's not seeing correctly?
I
Let's
can
see
see a
far.
lot of black, but I can see where the shack is.
Yeah,
I can see the roof of the shack.
it's supposed to be a line
Yeah.
of sight thing.
Yeah, I can't see a thing.
Weird.
I think we're going to be going around like this way, right?
Yeah.
Let me check if
Um,
I
I'm gonna
accidentally
move around
didn't.
here.
We'll like come around.
Yeah, I was thinking about moving a bit further over.
I didn't actually see where
Mm.
the if anyone pinged where the eyes were. Was
Here.
it right where they are?
Oh, I can now.
Oh.
Oh, that's cool.
Nope, and
Oh.
now I can't see anything.
Yeah, now I can't see anything.
Now I can.
still
Woo!
see.
I'm blind. I'm blind.
Heck, everybody
Okay,
else.
so
Give
I-
it,
what I-
and you take it away.
I think I've gone into a black hole.
Oh, this is a
Shouldn't
cool
have checked out the eyes.
top-down thing. I like this, Tim.
So E3 should now be able to see.
I can now see.
Who else couldn't see?
Me.
Shannon.
You
I mean,
should
currently I
now
can't
be able to see. Wait.
I can see.
Yep. Yep. Okay.
Honestly, with my perception rolls, I thought it was quite appropriate.
Yeah.
I
Someone
currently
blindfolded
can't see
me.
anything. It's a black screen.
Okay. Let me fix that.
All right, I'm gonna stand here anyway,
I got it. That's good.
in the middle.
Really quick, I need to set each of your tokens as the new default. So give me 1 moment to do so.
I'm gonna assume this was my tree.
The one that you climbed was in the center,
So
in the little garden.
Hmm.
Yeah, right next to the pond.
It's the most important tree. That's the one you climb, the sacred one.
Be careful, Junko. Don't
Dying
hurt
anyway.
yourself. Wait, what?
E3, your
Dying
token has been
anyway.
replaced.
What? Where? What?
the tree.
Elwyn.
Oh, I meant you. Be careful. Not the tree. Be careful.
Oh,
Who did I missed Therithiel. You need to have your token replaced. Sorry, so they recently updated the dynamic lighting on Roll20, and I'm still kind of learning some of its features.
It's all good, buddy. It's all good.
I love it. It's great.
It looks so cool.
How
It is
dare
cool.
you not know everything about your stuff?
So, Cora, are we heading around the back of this hut, and do you want me to take point?
Yes, I'll be right behind you.
Cool.
Okay. So E3 and Cora begin moving around one side of the hut while Elowin and Therithiel go around the other. Is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
Correct.
Junko climbs the tree. I'm going to need an athletics check from you. And Dracon, what are you doing?
No, Junko's climbed down the tree now. She's on the ground.
Yeah.
I thought you'd already done that earlier.
I was just
No.
trying to position myself, dude.
Well, oh, no. I thought you guys had all left or were on the way out.
We
Like
were on the way
you
out.
were well along the path out by
Yeah,
the time.
that's
So you
true.
can technically move back to wherever you want to be.
Oh, that's fair. We were.
Oh, so you'd already come
Yeah.
down from the tree and we was walking away.
We're
Right.
walking away. Yeah.
You
Well-
weren't just walking away. You guys got a good way. Like you were
Mhm.
almost at the northern edge of the map.
I don't want to be in the tree. I want to be in the tree. I don't want to be in the tree.
Up and
Make
down,
up
up and
your
down.
mind, woman.
Where do you
You know
want to be?
Yeah,
I'm just gonna hide in the shrub.
The one
Right
that's
here.
overgrown and briar filled and will probably hurt you.
Yeah, that one.
In it, but like, in it.
just behind
On
it.
it.
Yeah, behind it.
Not
I
in
guess
it.
out of view from the
Make
hut.
another dexterity saving throw.
Oh,
Just gonna
I don't
kill
wanna
himself
go
trying to
in
get
it.
into a plant.
Well, it's just in it or not in it.
I want to hide behind it, but I don't want to be in it.
Well, you'd have to.
Just stand behind it.
I'm small, so it shouldn't be too hard.
All right, I see. So you're not getting into it to hide. You're just using it
No.
more as cover.
Yes.
Okay, gotcha. And I'm sorry, Dracon. What did you say you were doing?
I'm going to stand next to the pond in the middle, so I can just have a view of where the other guys have gone.
I understand.
Staying back, you know,
Looking at the fish.
squishy wizard. Until something jumps out of a tree on me, then dead
Or
wizard.
out of the pond.
Junko.
Yeah. Fish
All
just
right.
evolves into a Gyarados or something.
Okay. All right.
Copywritten content.
So Elowin and Therithiel, you guys were going first, or were E3 and Cora going around first?
I think we're going down first. Going around
Yeah.
first.
Okay. So you find that the underbrush here, almost more than you remember it, is thick and tangled and thorny and unwelcoming. How do you want to go about this?
Am I where she saw the eyes? Or do I not know that?
She's more or less, her position is right about where she saw them looking at her.
Okay, let me move to the right there. I like to look at the ground, see if I see any footprints or any paw prints or anything like that.
Make a...
An eye assistant.
Yes. Okay, so you're going to be rolling with advantage. Make a survival check, Therithiel.
Ten.
Well, good thing you got assistance. I mean, other than it being a real mess and it looking kind of like a tangled briar patch that nobody's been in 30 years, you don't really see any signs of like a deer trail or an animal path or tracks of any kind. In fact, you guys would probably have to be more like here, just crossing through this little patch.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Okay.
Or I guess you can be there, since there's technically a tree here.
All right, I want to go through that brush and come here and look out my surroundings, see if I see an animal, a human, or anything like that?
Okay. Make a dexterity saving throw as you make your way through the tangle.
19.
Okay. You're able to kind of carefully, expertly navigate so you don't cut yourself up too bad. Like, you do get a little caught. There's some briars here and there, but you have no problem just kind of brushing through it. And Elowen, are you following him or are you staying out?
I hang back for a minute. Through. Can you see anything? Is there anything behind there?
Do I see anything?
What's your passive perception? Now, mind you, you can use an action to make a perception check if you'd like. Be aware, it is an action to actively look. Otherwise, it's your passive perception.
Yeah, I will actively look around.
Okay, go ahead.
That's a perception check, right? Here we go.
Mm-hmm.
Go back to normal.
4.
4.
Everything
I
seems
see
fine.
leaves.
Do you guys see anything? I shout out.
Not you.
I shout back. I don't see anything here. Perhaps whatever it was left. I didn't see anything. E3, do you see anything?
So let's segue over to E3 and Cora.
I'll have a look.
So as the two of you are moving through the briars, I'm also going to need you two to make dexterity saving throws. Unless you just want to try to tough it out, in which case you could do a con save.
And I'll yell back, I presume we're not being stealthy anymore.
Were we ever?
Dex saving throw for me.
My choice is con or dex. I'm going to tough it out.
Okay. Okay. So E3, you do take 1 point of damage just from kind of like
Ooh,
pushing through. And you do get sliced up, but it's not too bad. You know, you've been through worse. Cora, you are able to kind of avoid a lot of it, but you are moving slower. So I am going to move you back a little bit. If I could just get on the right layer. And as you guys are doing this, so E3, you've kind of moved around to the back side of the house now. Cora, you're working your way there. Did you want to do anything back here? Actually, before you do, a few things happen.
Uh-oh.
First of all, the front door opens, and you hear, "What are you doing here? You shouldn't be there! Get out of there now!"
We heard a noise.
Second, E3,
Awesome.
you actually see that there's something laying in the grass, kind of pressed against the side of the back side of the hut, just kind of laying there. But as you move around, kind of wincing and wiping a little bit of blood off your arms, you make eye contact with a really large black bear that looks up at you and kind of starts to push itself up to its feet.
Does it have golden eyes?
It does not. I'm pretty sure it would have black eyes, I think. Not like creepy vampire shark blood in the water eyes, but like regular, bear eyes. Do black bears have?
As the druid man comes out, I just say,
brown eyes. My bad. Go ahead.
when
Sorry.
he comes out the door, I just shout over to him. We saw something behind your hut with yellow glowing eyes.
You saw nothing. Leave. You are not welcome in my grove any further. All of you, I want you to leave at once.
I see a bear.
A bear?
Ah!
Oh, bother. Roll initiative.
Oh,
Oh, gotcha.
Oh, Baba. Okay.
oh.
I did not see a bear. What?
My next line was going to be, as there's supposed to be bears in town.
Oh, the Dex is a bit higher than me.
Nice.
Bear with me.
Beach, come at me!
It's just
You're in a
below,
fucking tree.
just next to your armor class at the
Or
top of
I'm
the
not in a
sheet.
tree.
One of those.
Where?
Next to
Sorry.
your armor class in the middle of the sheet on the core
Yeah,
page.
it's towards the top, right underneath
just-
Advantage. For you guys
Yeah,
roll.
where it says the number, you
Oh,
just
yeah.
click
The
and
armor
it
Click
class.
Oh,
Initiative.
make sure you have your token selected when you do that.
Did I?
No.
I don't know. Oh, okay, hang on. Sorry.
Hold on, yeah, I didn't do that either.
It's all good.
Nice. Even better.
Did it work now?
Yes.
And then you.
Am I in there? Yes, I think we're all in
Wait,
there now.
1. Jesus. Cora and Junko at the top.
Okay, that should be everyone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, that's all of you. Okay then. So, Junko, what are you doing right now? What do you do?
You guys hear that?
Yeah, a little bit.
I hear a little bit of rumbling, but
Sorry, someone's mowing my lawn.
I was gonna say, is that a vacuum?
No, someone's mowing my backyard. Why is your grove dying? I'm gonna investigate the grove.
You can make a nature check.
But damn it. Okay.
There's
Or
a bear
perce-
about to
allow
attack, but
perception.
yeah.
I did yell there, but sure.
Yes.
I know you did.
I don't care about that.
I can't see it right now, so. I'm also ranged, so we're fine. Nature or
Mhm.
perception? Okay.
Mhm.
A
Nice.
20.
Was that nature or perception?
That is nature.
Interesting. Okay, as you ask this, for a moment you make eye contact with him and you see his jaw work and no words come out. And like you kind of, that hits you like, that's strange. And you look at the sick vegetation around you, at this nasty gnarled undergrowth. And then you really look at it. At the bent, twisted shapes, the briars, the tangled vines and roots and twigs, and it hits you that there's a connectedness to some of them, that there's a shape to them that is not natural, an almost humanoid shape to many of these briars and brambles, and even as you're realizing this and coming to see it, the plant that you're standing against, the one that you're kind of looking at, shifts with the wood creaking and cracking so that it now is looking back at you. And I need to add some new things to the initiative.
God
You
damn it.
started another encounter.
Ava
Oh,
and
yes, you
Ashley, I
did.
am so sorry for what.
I already know what these are.
to
God
hell.
damn
Maybe
it.
some of the
Yeah.
lights.
Yeah, I feel like they are.
Oh, Jesus. That's a
Oh,
lot.
damn.
Oh, if
Oh,
only Vidna
oh.
were here. She knows what to do.
Oh no, where's Kiva?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm stood right next to something.
Alwyn, help!
Oh.
Well, at this point, Junko is the only one who has seen them.
Okay.
Don't
Yeah,
worry,
we have to
they'll
deal with
introduce
the bear.
themselves real soon.
At the end of my turn, I'm just gonna look at it and be like, I won't tell if you don't.
Oh, we're a little past that point now.
Ugh.
You wanted to know? Well, surprise. Now you know.
There was something off about this druid, though. Come on. What kind of druid has not lush forest?
Hey, when you all got here, you were like, oh, this looks so pretty. It's so good. What happened to that?
I didn't say that.
Mm,
Still looks
yeah.
Well, that bears at least some of our
Sorry.
problems now.
Just a little.
And I think that music has run its course.
But hey, at least we get combat. I mean, it's been, what, 3 games, no combat.
Yeah, we might die.
Bear with me on this.
No, not that one.
You did
Can't
that.
use that one.
No,
That's
the
not even
bear's
supposed
with
to be
me,
here.
not you.
Yeah, I think I did all the time.
Let's try that again.
Well done, sir. Well done.
Okay, you know what? Screw the randomizer. I'm just going to pick the one I want.
That's a big ass. What is that over there?
Don't worry about it.
The side of it.
Nag.
It's fine.
Nag.
Do
So,
I know
Junko,
parcel tongue?
unfortunately, that was your action. But you still have movement and your bonus action. But as far as you can tell, the grove is beginning to come alive around you. While Jaros... No, no! Get out of here! Leave! What do you do?
I'm going to. I have a bonus action, right? Sorry, it's been a long time since I.
You
played
do.
Class.
It's okay. I know Pathfinder has warped us.
It really
It
has.
has.
On top of, I haven't been Marshal in a while, so I am going to whip out the
Whip it out.
Ooh.
Wakizashi. That's the, or is it the Kurasgami Gama?
Kusarigama?
Yeah, which one's the ranged one?
Kusarigama.
Okay, I'm gonna whip that one out, and I could whip it.
Do you
right?
want
Is
to,
that-
for those of us who don't live and breathe Japanese culture, do you want to share with the class what a Kusarigama is?
Well, I meant to. I don't know how to explain that on.
Well, also it would be an action to use that. You would not be able to attack.
Yeah.
But you could definitely like get it out.
It's basically like a baby scythe on a chain.
They call that a sickle.
A sickle. Well, I wanted to say scythe in case it looked cooler.
That's fair.
And
I
the weight at
understand
the end
now.
of
I
the chain.
understand.
It would be a comma, but
Yeah.
who's being
Uh,
technical
Yeah.
now?
I'm not gonna attack. I didn't. I meant to copy
Okay.
paste the name. And I'm gonna just start swinging it.
Do you have cunning action?
Probably not yet.
It would be a class feature.
If I do, it's not on my character sheet.
Wow.
And
Level
I
1
did the
sucks.
character- I did the character mancer, so you said
Yeah,
everything.
it would be on there. It would be on.
Okay.
Okay, so you can't even bonus action disengage or whatever.
Nope. So yeah, I guess I'm gonna be as defensive as possible.
Okay. Do you say anything?
Trees have eyes.
Okay. Cora, it is now your turn. For your benefit, you heard E3 exclaim about the bear,
Mhm.
and then you can hear Junko behind you.
Say-
You're kind of in the thick of it right
Right.
now, though.
Right. E3, wait, I read about this. You climb a tree. No, wait. Play dead. Wait, don't turn your back. She's gonna come up here. Let's just back away. Let's just back away and just
I'm
leave
not
it.
turning my back.
Yeah, just don't let's just back away. And she is going to pull a staff out from behind her back. It was her all along.
Oh my god!
And she's gonna
Y'all
give
laughed when we said it wouldn't it be funny if one of the PCs did it.
it. Yeah. And she's gonna
Hmm.
give it a twirl and just hold it in a defensive position.
Okay.
And if anything comes up to attack, she's gonna thunk it on the nose.
Okay.
Just boom. Stop that.
At about this time, you hear some cracking and slithering in the underbrush.
Oh my god. I can see that.
It was
Therithia,
nice knowing you guys. It was nice knowing you guys.
Oh,
you were kind of
no.
already maybe a little doubtful about this yellow-eyed business, like looking around. You don't see anything. It is dark and shadowy back here, though. And honestly, you're probably not having much fun with all the briars that you're trying to avoid. And like, for a moment, you were so distracted trying not to lacerate yourself in the tangle that when it hits you that you're seeing movement, you're suddenly full attentive to it as a massive green head looms out of the shadows, fixing you in its gaze.
Massive head.
large yellow eyes, a black slit cleaving down their center.
Guys, I'm sorry I
Snake?
added the blight.
Elwin, back away. There's a giant snake ahead of me.
And
Snake?
Oh, traveler.
it is going to slither kind of past you, but then it's going to start circling around you.
Around me, okay.
Around you. Kind of positioning itself as a wall around you. And it looks like it's maybe 20 to 22 feet in length. Big, big snake. Though, interesting note, the green patterns, it's sort of like a striped pattern along its back, along its scales, but the interesting thing to note about the pattern is that they kind of run almost like the gnarled lines of a tree, more than natural animal patterning. Almost like it
carved?
was carved from wood or some such. Though it's moving just fine. And I think it's gonna try a little of the old constriction.
No, it's fine. It doesn't need to try anything.
No, it's good. It's fine.
Is it?
Yeah. Does a 15 hit you?
Yes.
Okay. Well, you take 7 points of bludgeoning damage
Oof.
as it suddenly pulls in tight, squeezing you. You feel your ribs crack, your arms pinned to your sides. You are now grappled,
Oh,
which
God.
basically just means your speed is 0.
Yeah, 0. I can't move.
Yep.
Ouch.
Elowin, you just see a wall of scales and flesh engulf Therithiel. And then the briars that he was currently clinging to snap and crack and shift to look at you. And one of them lurches right at you.
Guys, we
And-
could have just left. We could have left.
Oh god.
Well,
Hello,
16 to
Win's got
hit.
us all killed.
16 hits you.
What am I looking at here? Sorry.
Your armor
Your armor
class?
class?
Yep. It's 12.
Oof. Okay. Well, you take 2 points of piercing damage as some of the briars rake against you, tearing at your flesh.
So bad.
Uh,
How many there are?
there's a few. The one is going to attack Estelle. The one...
Estelle, which is
Estelle?
Estelle. Oh, I'm sorry. Jesus. Junko,
Ooh.
listen.
I mean,
Estelle.
no, go for Estelle.
I play with her on
go for
Sundays. She plays a character named Estelle normally. I apologize. That was a slip of the tongue. Junko. It's going to attack Junko.
Goodbye,
wish-
Estelle.
I wish it was
I
Estelle.
was Estelle right now.
Does a 12 hit you?
Actually, no.
Okay.
Party wipe?
I'm gonna use the chain to block.
All right. Yeah, it lurches toward you and kind of lunges at you, and you raise the chain really quick, and it just rakes against the steel of the chain and kind of flips it back into the underbrush. One of them starts to stagger through the undergrowth, and Cora, you become aware of the briars lashing out at you.
My readied action is triggered. I bop it on the nose.
That's right. You did have a readied action.
If it has a nose, I'm aiming for its nose.
It does have a nose. As you can see them, they look to be little humanoid shapes that are made entirely from dry, brittle wood.
Does 10 hit?
10 does not hit. So you wallop it, and it just kind of grows around your staff and starts to crawl up the staff toward you. Where it's gonna
I was a little distracted by the bear. I'll say.
Ooh, that is a 13 to hit you.
You miss. My AC is 14.
Okay. Well, it's trying, and like you kind of swing the staff really hard against the wall or against a nearby tree and shake it off before it can get to you. Where else do we got? What else we got here? Dracon. I haven't messed with you yet.
You don't have to be honest.
You know, I wouldn't want you to feel left out.
Oh, okay, thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Mm-hmm.
You see the briar come into life, and here we come. Does 15 hit you?
It definitely does.
You take 2 points of piercing damage. Meanwhile, I'm just gonna do some of this.
It hurt me.
Guys, I just want to reiterate, I'm really sorry. I do this in my other games too. You know, I just...
This
You're
is all
naturally
your fault.
curious. Okay.
What?
Your fault, Junko.
Junko, one is going to attack you a second time.
Thanks, Abel.
Ooh, 9 to hit. You are fortuitous for
I'm
now.
just gonna dodge out of the way.
What's the core of my health?
Wizards, man. Okay, this one is going to position itself here, actually. And I think that's all of my twigs. Yes, it is. No, I missed one.
That's okay.
This one is going to move here.
Guys,
Okay.
I don't have multi-attack yet.
Therithiel, it is your turn.
I yell out, "Run!" and I take a bite out of the snake. That's the only thing I could do.
Just so you're aware, you actually can still use your weapons without penalty. It's just mechanical that your speed is 0.
Oh, okay. So I'm not like grappled.
So in 5th edition, all grapple does is drop your speed to 0. You are not entangled.
Oh, okay. So I can still move.
No, you cannot move. That's all you can't
Your
do.
arms.
You can
Your
attack.
arms.
You can't move from the
Okay.
space you're at.
Hear me out here.
Mhm.
What if I use my whip
Ooh.
to whip a branch and pull myself out?
I would allow an acrobatics check to escape from the grapple.
Are you Indiana Jones?
I like
Yeah,
it.
let's do that.
So your acrobatics check would be opposed by his, or I should say, its athletics or acrobatics,
So my acrobatics.
and it's going to use athletics.
Oof, 14 acrobatics.
It's not bad.
Roll low,
7.
Tim. Roll low.
Okay, so you managed to get your one arm loose with the whip, and you whip crack it up to the tree and pull for all you're worth, and you slide right up out of its coils that just kind of bow inward on itself. And you can swing, so you can move up to your speed, wherever you want to go.
Want to swing? Let's say I got this tree here and swing around this tree.
Help me.
Okay. So you swing away from the snake, which is already now turning its eyes against or on Elowin.
Oh no.
Yeah, that I
Oh,
don't have
no.
anything else. Except
I
Alwyn,
suppose.
run!
I try to slowly back away.
Oh God, you rolled the lowest on initiative.
Mhm.
Well, we'll come back to you. Jaros is looking around kind of in shock at his grove coming to life and attacking you. No, not like this! No! And seeing Elowin and Therithiel with the snake, he... ah! And he storms over here. Return to me! He calls to it, reaching out a hand. And the snake moves its head toward his hand and, like, as it makes contact with his hand, the whole thing seems to pull up into a gnarled old ash staff, which
He lied to us.
takes in hand and kind of looks pained at Therithiel. Go! What are you doing? Run!
That's kind of cool.
Dracon.
God. Okay, Tim, how many first level spells can I cast?
That's determined by your class and level. Should be on your spells page. I'm gonna go out on a limb and guess.
I think it's two.
One, two.
I think it's two.
That sounds right.
Okay, would I be able to move here without having an attack of opportunity against me?
So in 5th edition, the only time you provoke an attack of opportunity is if you leave their threatened space.
Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to move here.
Okay.
And I am going to cast Burning Hands.
In a
When
grove?
Yep. Fuck them.
Gonna set us all alight.
Is this California? What's going on right now?
Too soon, man.
No,
Too
it's
soon.
not. It's not a gender reveal. We're fine.
Oh, okay.
Y'all are terrible. I've actually got a token for Burning Hands. Let me see if I can find it because I like to play show and tell.
You
I'm
see
very
the
proud of
Raccoon
these.
City gender reveal video?
No.
Wait, why did it record my
I have a guess at what that is, though.
Wait, what?
What did you roll? Jesus.
Why is that saying chromatic orb when I did Burning Hands?
Is that
Who
a
knows?
cattail?
So this is what you wanted, I believe, correct?
Yes. Burning
Oh,
Hands.
we're all gonna
in
breach
a in a in a 15-foot
Watch out, Junko.
cone.
That's a 15-foot cone.
Can I get this one in there as well? At all? If I like turn it slightly?
Realize that you're gonna
Maybe.
hurt, right?
Hmm? What?
Give me a second to play
No,
with my toys.
Never mind. I'm scared. That's all.
I won't hit you. I shouldn't hit you.
I'm just scared.
Yeah, you're right. You shouldn't, but you still might.
Well, I was going to try and aim it like at this guy and then like along here to get
You
those
could
three.
do one of these. So actually, if you moved back to where you just were, you could do that.
Get all
And get
three
all-
of them.
Yeah, okay, I'll do that.
By the way, that is a cool effect right there. It looks nice.
No,
Wait,
it's
that'll
I was
still
here.
only hit one, won't it? Oh
I
no,
was
that'll
here.
hit two. I see. Right? No, nope, that'll only hit one.
I
It'll only
want to
hit
hit.
one.
I want to.
Oh, I
well,
see.
thought
I see. You
could-
want to do this.
So, unfortunately
turn
for
it.
the recording, Ithri's on the other side of the building, so can't see any of
Oh
it.
no!
But, you know, theatre of the mind, it's fine.
Hang on. Here's what I will do.
Just
Is
remember
that-
where you were at.
Is that good for you? That'll still only hit one.
So I can't technically like aim it to hit this guy and this guy. It has to be. I mean, I can turn my
Oh,
body
wait
and
a minute.
cast
Hang
it,
on,
right?
hang on. Oh God, no, not you. Where did that come from? Where was that? Was that here?
That was nope, nope.
Where
That
did
came
That
out of
was
nowhere.
over. That was over like here.
Oh, it was. I see. I put it on top of it. Let me jump back to my other delightful burning hands. Hello?
Oh,
Okay, there you go. That would get two of them.
Yeah, I'll do that. Sure. They have to make a dexterity
save.
saving throw if they. I don't know what the
Oops.
DC is.
Trying to send it to the back so we can see who's being hit. There. Jesus, that was way too hard. Okay. So, are you using an arcane focus or are you using a component pouch?
I'll use my arcane focus.
Okay, and what is your focus?
It is the amulet around my neck.
Okay, so you clutch your amulet, kind of rip it off, and point it at these at this beautiful Zen garden, and suddenly flames erupt from it, and even the undergrowth, which technically this different looking one hasn't acted yet, so you wouldn't necessarily be aware it's there, but you know there's a lot of growth here.
Yeah.
You light that growth up hard.
Mhm.
So let's start with the small guy.
I don't know what the deck save is. Is it my spell?
It's your spell DC.
Oh, yeah, it's 14. Okay.
Well, I got a 7.
Okay.
How much damage did you roll?
18.
That's chromatic orb.
Yeah, well, I did do Burning Hands, and it did Chromatic Orb.
Okay.
It keeps doing it.
Delete that spell and then click and drag Burning Hands out of the compendium onto your character sheet, and it should be correct.
Okay.
We got some little glitches. Sorry.
How do I delete it?
You guys know you could. Oh, we have to make a new Twitter account.
We don't have to make a new one. We can just change the name.
How do I delete it then?
Click and drag it out.
You have to click like the little padlock sign under that spell level, and a garbage can should appear next to it.
Okay.
It's set so you can't accidentally delete your spells. Which I feel like I absolutely would have done at some point if that wasn't a feature.
No, you just accidentally deleted entire character sheets.
It's happened before.
Gotta say, God bless that whip, man. I'm glad I brought that whip with me.
There we go.
Money
12
well
damage.
spent. Okay, 12 damage. Well, this poor guy is obliterated. Goodbye. Thank you for
Also,
playing.
How are you doing flanking in this game?
I think in this, how I'm going to do flanking. I don't like to do advantage. I think that's too much. It takes away from other game mechanics that give you advantage. I will give you +2 to hit if you are flanking.
Okay.
Does that seem fair to everyone?
Yes.
Yeah, it sounds good.
That's fine with me.
Here's the other dexterity save.
15.
14.
14. Oh, so does that make it or not?
Ty succeeds.
Good.
So it still takes half damage,
No, not good.
which is
6
not
points.
reduced. That is unfortunate. Okay, so that one takes 6 points of fire damage. As you cast this, you thought you were just hitting one of them, or maybe getting rid of, maybe future-proofing yourself, and then suddenly the entire tangled mess begins to writhe and let out this god-awful shriek, like a whistling tea kettle. And then your fire is gone. Until next turn.
It's a cool effect.
E3, you're hearing all kinds of stuff from around that house.
So, have I seen the? I don't know what it's called. If I hover it, does it tell me? The little plant things.
It would be a nature check if you want to know what they are, but you can see the
No.
attacking Cora.
Okay. If I look at the bear, does it look like a normal bear? Or does it look weird?
You can make an insight or a nature check.
I wouldn't want this to affect my actions. So if it's not going to be free, I'll skip this bit. But if I can...
It's a free action to do this.
I'll make a nature.
Knowledge checks are always free. Okay, nature.
Wow.
And this is on the bear, correct?
Yeah, I want to know if it looks healthy, natural.
So the bear appears to be perfectly healthy, maybe a little too healthy. Black bears don't normally get the size of grizzly bears.
Okay.
It's massive, but it doesn't actually look overly riled up, nor particularly aggressive. You get more of a curiosity vibe than anything from it.
Excellent. In that case, I am going to turn round to the plant thing, roar like a bear whilst I rage. And I'm not going to roar like a bear because stream.
Fair.
And I want to attack the... I need to move, don't I?
I think it'd be great if you roared, and that's a great clippable moment.
It'd be a good conversation starter in the chat.
I want to... I don't know how flanking rules work.
So in order to flank, you have to be directly opposite it with one of your allies. So you'd have to be here.
If I move to there and attack the plant,
Which you can do, but just
with my hammer.
you would have to go this way. Since you
Okay.
can move through the tree. See, there's
Right.
tree right there.
One,
You have the
okay.
movement. I just wanted you to be aware, just so you know.
Sure. So I'll attack the planty dudes.
Okay.
Where's my thing gone? Do I just click on this guy?
Yep. And it'll do all the maths for you. Look at that.
That's a lot of stuff.
So you actually had. Oh no, you did not have advantage. You had. So it's 20 to hit instead of 18 because you have +2 for flanking.
Cool.
20 absolutely will hit this thing for 15 bludgeoning damage. Yikes. You take out the maul as you're running, and you strike this thing horizontally so hard that it shatters like glass. Just absolutely obliterated.
Cool. And I'll look at Cora and say, I think we're running, and move the rest of my movement speeds. Have I, from where I am, have I seen any of the other... I've noticed a commotion, but have I seen how obvious are the other planty boys?
I would say at this point, they're pretty everyone except this... Actually, no, even this one's obvious now. One of them is different from the others. Most of them are small, about the size of a halfling or a child. The one in the middle of Dracon's fire is human-sized. Full-grown, maybe even a little larger than a human. And it's made entirely of writhing, coiling vines.
Okay. What's the most direct route to the exit?
The dirt
Is
path.
it just north?
North, yep.
Okay,
Which you can see the grove is kind of moving into the path to block it.
How much movement have I got? Does it work that out
You've
for
moved
me? Or?
20 feet. So you have 10.
In that case, I can only move there anyway.
Oh, right, speed 25. Okay.
Yes.
Well, there you go.
I'll go run and then do one step.
Rhubarb the bear is up.
Fair, it was 5 steps.
Hmm?
Oh, he said a step. It was like 5 steps.
5 feet.
The bear is going to get up from prone, which uses half of its movement, and then it's just going to kind of amble over toward Cora, kind of snuffling as it approaches.
Oh, hello.
It's like it noses into your stomach.
I'm gonna pet it.
Oh, I'll pet his head. Pet, pet.
And like from the other side of the house, you can hear, "Rudad, where are you?"
Oh.
And he'll keep going. Oops.
I imagine
a
at this
bear.
point, Ithri's looking over his shoulder and going, I thought we were running. Like, what are you doing petting a bear?
I'm waiting for my turn.
This one, it is now the vine creature's turn, and it does not look stoked about the fire. Actually, even as the flames die out from your amulet, it's already like starting to lean into them and move toward you, Dracon.
Uh-oh, you're dead.
That's not good.
Goodbye.
Hasta la vista, baby.
Roll low, Tim.
And it is going to suddenly... Actually, no, it doesn't need to move toward you. I apologize. It's going to stay right where it's at. And it is going to reach for you, and its entire hand just stretches out, snapping toward you, not unlike a certain whip. And
It's my
wrapping
idea.
around
It liked it.
you, maybe?
Is that
8.
an 8 to hit? Nope.
Okay. It went for your throat, and really quick, like you backpedal, and they close around where you just were. It looks like it was going to go for a little chokehold on you, though.
Oh.
Elowen,
Yes.
at
Dad.
long last, it is your turn.
Thank fuck for that.
No. Hang on. So I get out my dagger and have it in front of me.
Okay. So what I would recommend at this point, on your spells page, all cantrips are at will. You can use those one per turn without penalty. So if you have any of those that are attack based, that could be really useful. Or if you're particularly good with that dagger, if you feel like you like your chances to hit with it, you could attack with the dagger.
Can I produce flame?
Yes, though what I would advise you do, because you are adjacent to an enemy, ranged attacks have disadvantage. I would recommend you use 5 of your 30 feet of movement to just step away from the creature. Actually, wait. Okay, now you're going to have to make a choice. You could step away from it, thus eliminating the disadvantage and giving you just a fair roll to hit. However, it would get a free attack against you. Not guaranteed to hit, but it could hit you. Okay. Alternatively, you could stay where you're at, attack it, and try to kill it, and then move. But you'll be attacking with disadvantage.
I'm gonna...
Before I get shat on by people who know better than I do, can produce flame be used as a melee attack?
I have no idea.
I've never seen it done, but... Okay.
Range self.
It does not... So, here's the thing. Rules as written, no, you can't, but it makes sense. The flame is literally in your hand until you throw it. I will allow you to do so as a melee attack if you would like, because it just makes sense. It's already in your hand.
Okay.
Flame and fist.
So you could do that if you would like.
Yeah, can I step away and then use it as an attack?
That will provoke from it. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay. So you go ahead and move your token. You can move to wherever you'd like. As you move away from it, it does take a quick grab.
Can I move it? Can I move it there? Can I move there? Or do I have to move like right next to it?
Well, you were already next to it. Diagonal,
yeah.
Considered next to it. You don't have to. You can move wherever you'd like.
Every square is considered 5 feet.
Exactly.
So
okay.
I don't know how much range you have.
Should be 30.
Yeah, 30.
So, yep, you could totally move there, and then you could cast the spell on... Is that the target you want to hit?
Yeah, the target here.
Okay.
The one there, yeah.
Got it. So he got a 9 to hit you, which I assume is not going to hit your armor class of, you said, 12?
12, yeah.
Okay, so he swiped at you, but you moved too quick. He can't get his hands on you. As you're moving, you begin chanting an ancient druidic prayer. Fire forms in your hand, and go ahead and click the spell, and it should handle all the maths for you. You rolled a natural 20.
Nice.
Good job.
So that is a guaranteed hit and a critical hit. You'll notice it actually rolled the damage twice for you, which is correct. So instead of 5 damage, you hit it for 9 points of fire damage, which is actually increased to 18 points of fire damage, as it's made of just dry, brittle wood. You hurl the ball of fire into the thorns, and the whole thing erupts in flame and burns to ash in seconds.
Yay!
Did you want to move any more, or are you happy with that?
I'm happy to stay there for now.
Okay. Gotcha. Junko.
Dracon! And I'm gonna throw my... here.
Kusarigama?
Kusarigama. I'll
The
know how to pronounce
Kusarigama.
it one day.
Kusarigama.
Oh.
That is a badass weapon.
It's a bad roll.
That is unfortunate. So you kind of take hold of the chain and begin spinning it, and the kama gets further and further away from you, and like a whirlwind, you bring it slamming in at this vine creature, I assume, is who you're hitting, or are you hitting the one next to Dracon?
The vine.
The vine one?
It's
Yeah.
Dracon instead.
8 is not going to hit.
Just die.
As the blade swings toward the vine creature, it kind of moves aside and the blade arcs right through the air. But keep in mind that like your attack doesn't stop at the end of your turn. You would keep constant momentum with this weapon. It's something that you never stop really moving, kind of becoming like the breeze itself, like the air.
When I get my multi-attack, one day I'm gonna whip it right back to the thing behind me, but I don't have that yet.
One day. Now
That'd be
keep in
cool.
mind, you get your extra damage against any creature with one of your allies adjacent to it. So you would not have gotten that if you had hit, but you get it against like this one or
Yeah.
actually I think that's the only one.
Just assessing the situation. This guy looks more
Threat
threatening.
analysis is valid.
Yeah.
You have move and bonus.
What does this do? Oh, that's nothing. Fuck. What can I do with the bonus?
Right now, nothing. At level 2, all kinds of stuff.
Oh my god.
After this fight, we're gonna go with level 2.
Mhm.
I am
For
gonna stupidly move right here because I don't want to be in between those two.
That's fair.
So as I was stepping forward to like attack, just momentum.
Okay.
Flare, I
One of
guess.
them made like a lunge at you, and you kind of roll across the ground over to there while keeping the thing spinning. And Cora,
Well,
the bear is kind of lumbering away from you now.
Don't
I'll
pet
look
the
at
bear
the
anymore.
bear. Be like, okay, I guess we should help and run away or something. And then I'm just gonna go forward. Can I move? He moved through my square, so I'm gonna move through his square. Seems fair.
That's fair.
I'm gonna
Guys
move
are-
here.
Against each other yet?
I assume he doesn't try to smack me.
He grumbles and protests. As you kind of have to push past him, but
Excuse me.
Keep scratching my ear.
Yeah.
I gave him a pat. Wasn't that enough?
Give him a nice little pat on the rump. Should be
It's
fine.
never enough.
I'm gonna twirl my staff around and I'm gonna smack this thing.
okay.
Use my attack. That's a 12 to hit.
12 is not gonna hit.
Well, I'm gonna keep the momentum going, and as my bonus action, I'm gonna twirl around and kick him. Try to kick his feet out from under him.
Okay, you can do that.
That's right, I can.
She get her bonus action.
That is a
I get my bonus action.
13 will hit.
Yay!
So the initial strike didn't quite connect, but you deliver, or you kind of turn it into a follow-up spin kick right into its side, and that does hit for 3 points of bludgeoning damage. You can hear the wood splinter and crack, and it's knocked off balance, but it is not out of the fight. Is that the end of your turn?
Yep, that was a full 30 feet of movement. So yeah.
Got it. All right, the twig guys are up. Well, that one is going to try to wrap around you, entangling you, digging its briars into your flesh, Cora.
Owie!
What a little.
That is a 7 to hit.
No. I take back the owie.
Dracon, the one adjacent to you, is going to try to hit you. Much the same way. It's just basically wrapping around you, trying to get into your robes. Well, that's a
Ooh.
20 to hit.
That definitely hits.
You take 3 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
You
Broken
basically are
leg.
engulfed in a humanoid briar patch now, and it's just raking your
Ouch.
flesh and skin. It does not feel good. This one is
Ouch.
going to move down to Elowin and do the same to her. 16 is going to hit you for 2 points of damage.
Oh, damn it.
This one is going to attack Junko, trying to like wrap around your legs, digging into the natural 20.
Oh!
That's going to be 7 points of piercing damage.
Oh.
Rip.
How much HP do you
She's
have?
dead. She's dead.
Get the fucking no, dude.
She's dead.
It hurt. It basically entangled your legs and then started to grow all the way up to your hips, your belly, and it's tearing and poking into your skin everywhere. That does not feel good at all.
Ah, fuck.
This one is going to move to join and fight Cora.
Oh
Oh,
no.
no.
That is an 8 to hit. You are very
Oh.
lucky.
Sure am. I'll take it.
This one is going to move here. This one is going to move here.
He's taking a hike.
Blocking the exit.
Can I just double check how to take these hit points off? Do we have to
yes. Thank you for asking. So if you click on your
Sorry.
token,
Yeah.
you should see a red, green, and blue bubble appear above the token.
Mm-hmm.
If you click in the green bubble, it should highlight the number. Type in minus and then whatever the damage you took, and press enter, and it will do the math for you. And you can heal the same way.
I just did it off the character sheet.
You can do
Yeah,
it.
Yeah, I just wasn't sure how to do it. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. You could
I
do
just
it in the
wrote it
character
down.
sheet too, but
I just wrote it down as a note to start with.
hey, as
That's
long
the
as you
old
know.
school
As
way
long
to
as
do
you
it.
know.
Yeah, you got it.
I believe that is all the Twiggies. Sure is. Therithiel.
Bow in hand, I pull out an arrow, I knock and I pull it back, and I point it at your ass. How do we finish this?
I did not do this. I don't know.
All right. I turn around and aim it at this giant guy right here. How can I ping?
The big one. I know. There's only
Yeah.
one giant guy. I know who you
Yeah,
mean.
the giant guy. And I
This
will
boy.
attack with my long.
You hate to see it.
No. Oh, that's only
10.
12. Does 12 hit? Because I get +2 for my fighting style.
Do you?
Yes.
That's not included in there.
I don't believe so. No.
Because it's adding +3 and plus. Actually, no.
Or is
You're
it?
right. It's not. No, the +2 is your
Oh.
proficiency bonus.
Yeah.
So yeah,
It's still a 12.
12 will actually hit.
Oh, thank God.
8 points of piercing damage. You shoot the thing. Your arrow lodges right into its head. And it just kind of slowly starts to turn to look at you.
As a bonus action, I will do second wind.
Is that a bonus action? Shit.
Oh, yeah. Hold on, let me
Well
make
played.
sure.
Kill it,
It
please.
is. Bonus action.
It is. But that's just, it's not an attack, it's to get my hit points back.
Oh.
Yep.
How do I roll just one? Do I just roll?
You can just hit your hit
1d.
die.
Actually, if you
So-
send the second wind feature to the chat, I think it'll roll it for you.
Yeah, if you just click it.
Yep. Like when you hover over the name, you should see like a little chat bubble appear next to
Oh,
it.
yeah.
Did it roll? God damn it. It didn't
Oh,
roll.
Well,
you got to put the brackets in.
Okay. Yep. So you want to do left square bracket, and then the number. And then on the other side of like the die roll, right square bracket, right square bracket. So like it would look like
That way, when you hit that button, it'll roll it for you.
it would look like oh it did it. Damn it. I was hoping if I put space.
Bracket.
That and then that and then that. Ugh. Okay.
There
well, I
has to
can't
be an
look at
easier way to just roll one die, right?
There, you could on the toolbar if you hover over the
Yeah, I got
symbol of a d20, you could do that too.
1d10.
It just won't look as clean.
That's 4 plus 5 level, 5.
Okay.
5 life back.
All right. So now that you're back on your feet, you've got your bow in hand. You're feeling a little better. You're not quite so cut up anymore. Which brings us to Jaros, who's
Sure.
going to move.
Write this down as I used it.
I accept none of this. I want no help. Get out of my grove, all of you.
Stubborn old man.
And Jaros is going to emphasize his point.
By killing us?
I mean, we're trying, dude.
Rather than a stone at me. That's all it would take.
By casting Magic Stone.
Oh god.
Gonna
I was only
stone you?
joking.
He's going to pick up a little rock on the ground. And he is going to chuck it at the twig blight behind Dracon.
Oh, thank god for that. It hits.
13 does hit. And you see, like, as he picks up the rock, it takes on a smooth, almost bullet-like appearance. And when he hurls it, it's with bone-jarring force that it cracks against the... It actually, at first, Dracon, it looks like he threw it right at you. Like you probably even flinch away from him as it hits
cower a little bit.
the twig thing behind you. Not killing it, but cracking some of its exterior. And he's going to add, Rudon, get out here! Where are you? Dracon, it is your turn.
If I was to move to here, I know I wouldn't take an attack of opportunity from this guy, but will Big Boy hit me?
If its reach is 10 feet, yes.
Which I'm assuming it is because he attacked me from there.
Could be.
If I was to cast a spell that had a 15-foot cube,
Mm-hmm.
if I was to cast Thunder Wave, would that hit my allies?
If they're in the threat zone, yes, I believe Thunder Wave would affect everybody in the area of effect.
Oh, that sucks so much penis. Okay.
Don't you dare.
In that case, oh, Lord. There's
Die,
one spell I
forehead.
wish I had right now. I wish I had one spell that I was going to take and I didn't.
Such is the way of
I'm
wizards.
going to cast Firebolt at the big guy.
Now, you will have disadvantage from your current position. Just be aware of that. So, will you make a second...
What, to hit this guy?
Yep, because if you are trying to make a ranged attack while you are within melee range of any enemy, it's with disadvantage.
Ooh, okay, I'll make another one. Firebolt.
14. And I'm going to keep the 4 damage.
Yeah, that's
That
fine.
will hit. You hit it for 4 points of fire damage. Once again, your little fire strikes the vine creature in the chest. It's even more engulfed in flames. But it is still alive.
Can I see if it's...
Writhing now.
Would I know if it's taking extra damage from fire-based attacks or anything?
You can make a nature check if you'd like. Knowing what they are is kind of the secret to knowing what is particularly...
13.
13. They appear to be some form of plant creature, so fire is a good bet, though from what you've seen on the battlefield, the little twig guys are definitely more vulnerable and dry, while the vine isn't resistant to it, but it's also not vulnerable to fire.
Okay.
It's also, if you couldn't tell, substantially hardier, though it looks like it's being worn away quite thoroughly. You don't know too much about the nature of what these things are, beyond that there's some form of malevolent blight. So you're safe if you want to call them maybe blights, like vine blights or twig blights or what have you.
Okay. That's my turn.
All right. E3.
Hello. So I am going to do another flanking maneuver. I want to move to here, but I sort of want to run round the creature and smack it in the back. Do they have a head? An obvious
They do.
head?
Yes.
I sort of want to run around the creature and do like a baseball swing in the opposite direction, crack it in the back of the head with my maul.
Okay.
And I'm gonna, as I do it, I'll do another bear, and whack it.
Now, I didn't ask earlier, are you doing that thing that you do?
The thing that I do
That magic
isn't till level. Oh yes, no, I did mention raging
Okay, I apologize.
on the last turn.
Okay.
That's all right.
So to everyone else,
I didn't actually add the rage damage
Okay.
on the last one, but it didn't
so
matter. So.
17 damage instead of 15.
Yeah.
Geez, you almost did as much as she did with a fire crit.
Yeah.
To everyone else, when he says he roars like a bear, it is not entirely natural. There is an actual, like... It sounds like an actual bear roar coming from him. And it kind of echoes through the trees here.
Yeah, Cora's kind of looking at him like, okay, chill out.
16 is going to hit. This one was already wounded too from Cora's kick to the head.
Oh, was it? Okay.
7 points of damage. You annihilate it. You take its head right off with your drive-by, if you will.
Okay. I think that was 20 movement, so he's gonna Iri will sidestep to the right
Okay.
and just motion to Cora after you.
I love how Shadow is just like, I'm right here.
That's the end of my go.
Okay.
Get in there, bear.
Yeah, Rudard is up. Rudard is kind of looking oddly at E3, like... In bear, he might almost be offended.
But I'm the bear.
He's gonna lumber...
He's got to step it up.
There you are! Remove them from my grove! And bear is going to...
Either.
Move. Is gonna move over here. And is maybe not gonna be as polite in letting Cora do this as E3 was. We'll see. Bear is gonna multi-attack.
Oh
It's
no!
gonna open with the claws.
I'll just duck out of the fucking way, man.
And it's just going to pick up the little twig blight and literally pull it into pieces with its claws.
Cool.
So unfortunately, it already moved 30 feet to get here. And it is lazy bear, but that's fine. It's got 10 more feet. It's just going to move back over here.
E3's like, that works.
Oh, he's nice. Bear's nice.
Let's see. The vine blight, on the other hand, is going to move here. Oh, keep in mind, by the way, Junko, while you have the Kusarigama, a creature leaving adjacent to you does not provoke from you. A creature moving from 10 feet away from you to 15 feet away from you is what
I know.
will provoke, just so you know.
It's still 10 feet, so.
Yep. It is going to begin to writhe, and it puts its hands down, and all of the vines and roots that make up its body drive deep down into the earth.
Oh, I don't
For a
like
moment,
this.
it doesn't move. And then the vines burst back out of the ground all around in a 15-foot radius around this thing. That area is now difficult terrain. Let me see. I think I have a token for this too. I bought a spell pack a long time ago that I'm getting a lot of mileage out of.
Restrained is.
Restrained is worse than grappled. That's the one that McKnightsy didn't want.
Yeah.
Sure.
Where's my...
I'd
I need to
be
make
dead
a
by
strength
now.
check.
Oh,
Nice
whoops.
knowing you, Jacob.
So it would be 15 feet from it. Where's my tokens?
Man, if Thunder Wave didn't hit you two, I was ready.
Oh, it's ready.
I was ready to take out 4 people.
Okay, well, never mind. I can't find the token. But, is there an immediate... Okay, in addition, each creature in that area, of the Blight's choice in that area, when the plants appear, must succeed on a strength save. Okay, so that's going to be not Jaros. It's going to be Dracon, Elowin, Therithiel, and Junko.
What are these strength?
2.
And also Rudard.
You said strength, correct?
Yep, strength
Yeah.
saving
Strength
throw.
save.
Dracon, you are restrained. Elowin, you are restrained. Therithiel, you are restrained. Oh no!
What's wrong?
Oh no!
Junko,
-1.
you are also
Oh.
restrained.
I would like to make a note that I was one less while everybody was below 10.
Okay, well the bear made it. The bear just
Our
kind
savior.
of snarls and pulls his paws free of the ground while Jaros is wholly untouched. So restrained. I actually need to check my handy dandy cheat guide screen. See what the hell that actually entails. I know you cannot move. Your speed has become 0, just like you're grappled. In addition, which way does this open? This way. In addition, attack rolls against you have advantage, and your attack rolls have disadvantage, and you have disadvantage on dexterity saving throws.
Jesus.
That's rough. So
At least
these
you can
roots
attack.
burst from the ground and kind of ensnare you. Your legs and even partway up your waist, trying to grab onto your arms, like you're suddenly fighting to get yourself free of all these entangling roots. Elowen, it is your turn.
Oh, man.
Can I still use weapons and things?
You can, you'll just have disadvantage.
Okay.
Now, note any offensive spell that does not have an attack roll, you have no penalty to. So if you had, like, Call Lightning, or Thunder Wave, or Burning Hands, or I don't know.
Okay.
I'm not very familiar with Druid offensive spells.
Can I use Charm Person?
So you would know that a spell like Charm Person only works on humanoids. So you could
Okay.
use it on Jaros, for example.
Okay.
It would not work, you would assume, on plant creatures.
Okay.
But in theory, it would be, you'd have no penalty though for being restrained, just so you are aware.
Okay. Kind of don't know what to do. Sorry.
It's
all
all
good.
right. It's a bad situation. It may be
Yeah.
worth it just to chance the disadvantage.
Yeah.
Try to break free.
Yeah, I might
Oh
just
yeah,
try
that's
to.
another thing.
Yeah.
You could do that if you'd like.
Can I use my sickle to try and break free?
Yes. So what you would do is make a strength check. I'm going to give you a +1 bonus for using a sickle, which is literally designed to cut this very crap, though. So add
Then
one
I
to
click on
everything.
disadvantage. Or...
Actually, no. In that case, it would not be
Okay.
a disadvantage because it's a strength check, not an attack roll.
So I'm just doing a strength check.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Not to be mistaken for a strength saving throw.
Yeah. Where do I click on that?
So you see to the left of the
Yeah.
list of saving throws, you'll just click on the word strength, where the actual ability score is written down.
Oh, okay. Yep. Sorry.
It's all right. It's all right.
Have I done that right?
That was so close to a 16, it caused me physical pain. All right, so 9 total. You're hacking through this stuff with your sickle, but it's growing back faster than you can cut it. It's just continuing to ensnare you, unfortunately. And since you don't have any movement, I believe that will end your turn, unless you have something like Healing Word prepared, which is a bonus action.
Where do I find my bonus actions, or is it just...
Typically, you don't have any.
Okay.
Most
No.
characters
Yeah.
don't.
It ends my turn then.
That is unfortunate. Okay, Junko, you are also restrained. What do you got?
Okay, well, I am going to. Fuck, man. I
A good
did
thing
a
to
split
do.
this time. I am gonna drop my Kusarigama. I can.
There we go.
So just so you know, you don't actually have to drop it in 5th edition. You can just put it away and draw weapons with no penalty.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm just like gonna let the chain drape around me
Okay.
and whip out my short bow. And can I do it at this distance?
You can just keep in mind you're going to be at disadvantage no matter what because you're both restrained and you have that little asshole adjacent to you.
Yeah, so I figured why not. I'm just trying to go for more damage at this point. 16?
Who's the target?
The vine guy.
Oh, the big
The
one.
big boy.
16 will hit. Oh. Okay, so I have terrible news. If you have disadvantage, you still don't get sneak attack.
That's okay.
Okay. So you do hit it, though. And it is 5 points of piercing damage as the arrow punches through its viney flesh. You notice a lot of the growth coming out of the ground immediately decays and withers and dies. But it is still standing, and the effect is still in place. It looks like it's going to fall for a moment, and then it just seems to... More vines burst from its body, engulfing it, wrapping over the wound, snapping the arrow off of it.
Oh, I can reuse that.
Not anymore. It seems mad, and maybe a touch desperate. Is that the end of your turn? I guess it has to be.
Yeah.
Cora.
Okay. So there's vines going out 15 feet from it, right?
Yep. There's no longer a danger of being restrained. It's just difficult terrain.
Okay. So double my movement.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Is this a rock right here?
Yes, that's that big rock in the garden.
Okay. How tall can I, get on it easily?
Yeah.
Okay.
No check required or anything.
Okay, I'm gonna move and hop on top, and I want to kind of jump off it and just land on this guy and attack him.
The big one. Okay.
Yep. I see he's fucking up Dracon, so I'm gonna attack him.
Okay.
Oh.
Should land right here. I'm not really on top of him.
To be fair, he's messing up everybody. It's not just Dracon. But yeah, you're right.
Help me.
Can I be here, or is there a tree right there?
I believe you can be there. That was him.
Okay. So I get a +2 for flanking? Is that
You
correct?
do?
Yeah, you do actually.
Okay. So start with the quarterstaff. 8 to hit.
8 will not hit. So your jump attack, as you bring the staff down on it, its whole body splits like a Y, so that you basically catch nothing until it hits the base of the split for minimal effect.
And then I'm gonna flip it around and try to hit him again with my bonus action.
Okay.
Yes. 15 to hit.
That will hit. As you bring the other side of the staff around, it slams into the thing, knocking it down, and with a single final crack of your staff into it, you destroy the creature.
Oh,
and
shit.
Instantly, all of the vines that were entangling everyone wither and die, freeing you.
Are you okay?
No.
Thank
Your
you,
blood is
Cora.
dripping through my robes.
And that was all of my actions, so that's all I can do.
Okay. The twig blights are up.
Oh shit.
So this one is actually going to attack Junko. I need a third monitor so bad. That is a 20 to hit. You take 3 points of piercing damage. As you suddenly stagger free of the entangling vines, you almost trip right over it as it comes up, kind of clotheslining you with briars and thorns. Dracon, this one's going to lay into you as well. That's a natural 1.
Oh, thank fuck for that.
Elowin. That's a 21. which is gonna, I assume, hit you for 4 points of damage.
Okie dokie.
Therithiel and E3, I gotta get you guys in the game.
Down.
No, I'm fine. I'm already in there. It's okay.
You sure? I mean, I could...
I mean, I've been wrapped up by so many things already.
Let's do one of these. This one is going to come charging down here and attack Junko. I mean, it's not quite hitting E3 or Therithiel, but it's the closest I can get. Ten. You're muted. Doesn't hit? Okay. All right, the others are going to stay... Actually... Yeah, they're going to stay where they're at. Therithiel.
I'm gonna move there. And I'm gonna attack the one that's attacking Dracon
Okay.
with my longbow.
Natural 20. For
Right.
15 points of damage to its one remaining hit point, you annihilate the thing.
Damn, I should have picked something that was stronger.
Well, you
Is
can
that the
see
end of
me
your turn?
just swinging to hit it.
Can I? How deep is this lake here, or that pond?
Like 10 feet. It's not very deep.
I want to go through it, but I don't want to be attacked. Would that be difficult terrain if I cross it?
I believe swimming is at ×4, so it'd be like double difficult terrain. But it's shallow enough. I'm not going to say you need to make like an athletics check or anything. You could also try to jump it, though without a running jump, that might be a little difficult as well.
Can I run here and jump here and not cause a attack of opportunity from that guy?
Mine joined me too.
Yeah, you can try it. Make an athletics check. If you fail, you're going into that pond, though.
Would that be acrobatics check?
Yes. I'm sorry. I was thinking Pathfinder. You are correct. It would... Wait. Now you got me questioning it.
I mean, it is a jump.
One of them, it's acrobatics, and then the other, it's athletics, and I always get them mixed up.
No, damn, I still rolled a 10. Jesus Christ.
Okay, you know what? In this case, I'm gonna say acrobatics is fine for now, but I might change that in the future once I learn the rule.
I thought you could jump the distance of your strength score anyway. Or was
That's
that...
right. That's right. In 5th edition, you don't need to roll to jump. What's your strength score?
-1.
So
8 feet
No-
is
yeah.
what it sounds like you could jump. Or not? Is your strength 9 or 8?
My strength? It's a
Yeah.
9.
9. Okay, so you could jump 9 feet. Okay. So here's the thing. You
How about
jump
if I
it.
roll?
You jump it. We'll use your roll to say that's the recovery. You do like misjudge and you end up like with your feet in the water, but you don't like land in the middle of it. You land at the edge. You just get your ankles and shins a little wet.
Wait, but I'm not jumping towards the lake. I'm going here and jumping over to here.
I can't see what I can only see.
How do I drag
on the
line?
toolbar to the left, you can click the ruler, and I can see whatever you do with that.
So I want to go here,
Mhm.
then jump here.
Not even around over the.
Walk
Oh,
he-
I see. No,
yeah,
that
walk
would,
here
that
and
would
jump
still
here.
provoke. That would still provoke from it.
Oh yeah, I don't want to provoke.
Good jump here.
Can I jump over a Dracon?
With a strength of 9, I'm gonna say no.
You just fall into me.
Yeah,
You
can I
could
just
jump
push him
into
out of
his
the way?
loving embrace. Can you what? You can move through ally spaces, you know.
Oh, can I?
Yes.
Oh, well, I just
You could just move your... Yeah, I was...
yeah, I could
Well, excuse me. Out of the way. Coming through.
just.
Is that what you want to do?
Yeah. just move
Okay.
Here.
Okay, there we go. There we go. So you're moving closer to Junko. And also putting yourself between Dracon and further twig blights.
Let's just pretend that was
Ross.
calculated.
No, hopefully it doesn't burn me.
Sees this. He looks at all of you fighting them. He looks at E3, kind of for a moment. There's a little eye contact. And then he is going to start running to the south.
I should stay back there so I can chase him.
You're muted. But I feel like...
That's I wasn't actually saying anything. It was more of a...
I feel like there was some universal language happening there. Yeah, he's running for it. Dracon.
Okay. I would like to cast a firebolt at this little fellow over here.
Okay.
Actually, before I do that, I'm going to move to the other side of Cora, just here. And
Okay.
I believe that's still in range. Let me just double check.
Yeah, that is.
Like
30
120 feet.
Oh, 120. Jesus.
Yes.
That's
so
well within.
Attack the druid.
13. for 10
13
damage.
will hit it for 20 points of damage.
Ooh, yeah. He's a dead boy.
It lights up like a candle and burns away like a bargain bin candle.
Bye bye.
Is that it for your turn?
Actually, how much should I move? Are you 5, 10, 15? I'll move the rest of my speed just over here.
Okay. And you can just see like thick trees in the way.
Mm-hmm.
And the bear kind of looks at you. Whatever that means in bear. E3.
And chase my dad, basically.
Ithri's going to say to Dracon, Giraffes went that way. And then he's going to run north. And not follow Giraffes. He's going to run up.
I'll look
up
around like,
on the map.
I thought we would go.
So, yeah. So he's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 here. And no bear growl this time because he's not sure what's going on, but a low, like... and I want to try and uppercut this plant with my maul.
Okay.
So like a low swing, trying to hit it out of the way.
You're really taking advantage of this flanking thing too, I see.
I've never used it before, so it's fun.
Fair enough.
So let's do one of those.
16 will hit
Does
it
a 16 hit?
for 16 damage. How appropriate.
Cool.
You smash the thing into wooden bits.
Okay, nice. So I then, because I think I've still got 5 feet of movement, I want to step up to the second plant, and I don't have an action. But is there any way I can try and not intimidate it, but like try and get its
their
aggression?
attention.
Yeah.
I'll allow intimidation for that, especially what with you howling like a bear.
Cool. I'm really good at this.
No, you're not.
Really good at
That's with a -1.
For our viewers at home, what was that?
That was I rolled a 3 to get 2.
2.
So
Okay.
apparently I can hit
15.
things, but I can't do anything else in life.
Your actions speak louder than your words, I guess.
Apparently so.
Or your intimidation in this case.
You know what though?
Yeah.
You're rolling great on your attack roll, so at least
Yeah, I'll
that-
take
we
it, it's
found your
fine.
niche.
Mead and hammers.
Yeah.
Stereotypical dwarf.
Rudard is going to move here. And is going to, like, sort of half dive onto the ground here, putting himself between Dracon and the running Giros. And he just stands there. Elowin.
I'm guessing I can still move. I've still got a speed of 30, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that means I can move 30 feet.
Mhm.
Or
Which would
okay.
be about 6 squares.
Yeah. I'm gonna move here. And I'm gonna use Ice Knife.
Okay, so for Ice Knife, I would actually recommend not being adjacent. I believe that's a ranged
Okay.
attack. You'd have disadvantage that way.
So would I be able to do it from where I was?
Yeah,
60 feet
assuming
range.
60 foot. Oh, yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Totally.
Okay, so I'll
That's a
stay
good
where I
spell.
was then and use Ice Knife against the little twiggy dude. next to
Okay.
the three.
So you kind of reach into your little pouch of like holly and mistletoe and little druid seasonings, if you will. You take a special combination, crush them up in your hands, and as you throw them into the air, they sort of hang in the air for a moment like crystal. And then they sharpen and solidify into a single dagger of solid frozen ice. And it launches. And I need you to click that spell, and let's see if it hits.
I think that one doesn't even need to do impact.
Oh,
either.
shit. Wait, why has it got an attack roll and a saving throw? Hang on, let me check the spell text.
Okay.
From memory, that one can just explode near things and it will cause damage, I think.
It says one.
Make a ranged
hit.
spell attack. On a hit, it does piercing damage. So it did not hit, but hit or miss, it then explodes. The target and each creature within 5 feet of it must make a dex save.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Hey, that's me, right?
That
you
so
and Junko.
technically that will risk hitting Junko and E3, but it also could hit the Twig Blight. But now you know. That's how you learn.
Yeah. Okay.
So they need to make a
To be
dex
fair,
save.
level 1s. You guys are still learning your powers.
Loop.
I got a 12. Okay, so
So-
Junko moves away, or is able to like take shelter from the explosion of ice. E3 and the Twig Blight both take 11 points of cold damage. Hot diggity damn.
I'm sorry.
Cold.
Well, that annihilated the Twig Blight.
Um,
And almost E3.
yeah. E3 halves. Is it? Does rage halve piercing damage? Is that?
It does, but this was cold damage.
It said there was piercing damage as well.
That's only with the initial strike. So the 2
Oh,
is
okay.
you can ignore the 2. That would have been if the ice knife hit the Twig Blight.
Gotcha.
That's a lot of damage.
So it sort of it struck into the
Ah.
tree, and both you and the Twig Blight kind of looked at the frozen dagger for a moment, and then it just exploded like a frag grenade.
Yeah, that would have killed me.
I
Oh, definitely would have killed me.
That's a
think
powerful spell.
this would put me to my knees.
Oh no.
It's a good thing you
I'm
got
not,
all those.
I'm not unconscious, but that is
Okay, that hurts.
that is
Can't go
taking the
below
wind
0.
out of me.
I did not know that spell was so powerful.
No,
I
it's
don't
at level
remember
one.
using it as
Neither did
Silas.
I.
But now you know. I bet you'll never
Yep.
forget either.
Sorry, guys.
I mean, 2d6, but she rolled a 6 and a 5.
Oh,
So,
is
I-
that how that happened? Okay,
I finally got myself into a position to tank, and then suddenly my HP just went.
You were
good
taken
news.
out.
Now they're all. Now you've aggroed them all.
I mean, it would have killed me as well.
Okay.
what do you say, Ava?
So as that happens, like maybe Elowen is just looking at her hands, like, "Whoa."
Yep.
I would assume that's probably the
Literally
first
that.
time she's ever channeled that particular power.
Oh, she's learning.
Junko, it is your turn. Unless Elowen, did you want to move now?
Yeah, I'm gonna move. Have I still got 30? Because obviously I didn't move in the 1st
Mhm.
place. Or...
Yep.
I'm gonna move to be closer to the group. Sorry, guys. Ifri, are you okay?
I'm alive.
At least you're alive.
And there's little bits of like ice in his beard and
I'll pick those out for you later.
Junko.
I'm gonna run to here. And I'm gonna shoot an arrow at the first blight.
The closest one?
Yes.
Okay.
11.
11 is not going to hit it. You shoot the arrow and it kind of bursts into the bush behind it. Is that the end of your turn?
Well, I can't do another one yet.
That is unfortunate. Cora!
You sound a little sassy about it.
I am.
Guess what I'm gonna do?
What you gonna do?
What am I gonna do? Well, I'm gonna run up here. And I'll twirl my staff around and smack him twice.
Okay.
So there's my first attack.
That will hit for 3 points of damage, which does not kill it, but it does
No.
badly hurt it.
I'll spin around and smack it again. My bonus action.
Okay.
I wish I could roll better.
Unfortunately, that is not going to hit.
That's it.
Not getting those auto crits like in the other game.
Did a ready
Every
to an
attack.
arrow.
To be fair, it's not automatic. It's just 30% of the time.
Mm-hmm.
This one is going to move here, and both of them are going to attack Cora. We've got a 15 and an 8.
15 will hit.
You take 3 points of damage. That was the injured one, the one that you just clocked.
It doesn't like that, huh?
It starts to kind of wrap around you, digging thorns and briars into your leg and hip. The other two don't move. Therithiel.
How tall is this rock I'm next to? Could I climb up it?
Like 3 feet. Yeah, you could easily.
Oh, 3 feet. It's not. I want to see if I could get some height advantage to look over Cora, but that's not going to be enough, I don't think.
Well, you're probably taller than her if it helps.
Which is true.
Keep in mind also that though the token takes up 5 square feet, none of you are actually like 5 feet wide. So,
That's what you think.
Well,
I
okay.
hope not.
Yeah,
Most
don't
of you are
That's a
not
lot of
5
robes,
feet
you
wide,
know.
but so you don't technically block line of sight to each other or line of effect.
I'll just move.
I don't think 5th edition actually has a soft cover rule either.
Move here. And which one is the strongest of the two that are attacking Cora?
This one is definitely uninjured, while the left one is badly injured.
I'll just aim for the injured one.
Okay. Now watch as you get a natural 20.
Yep.
It's with that. Okay, now it rolls with the 2. Okay.
Okay.
So that's
Well,
17.
yeah, that'll hit for 11 damage. You obliterate it. Your arrow hits right into the center of it, causing the whole thing to split like a piece of firewood.
And I yell out, "Where's Girass?"
Gone.
He ran south.
That ends my turn.
It is Jiras's turn. He is going to continue what he is doing. Dracon. He is now out of your line of sight, but you can see where he went.
Okay. I am not going to chase him alone because there's a bear standing right before me. So I'm just gonna... Oh, no, that's the wrong thing. Hang on a minute. Just put myself there, and I'm gonna cast a firebolt at this guy.
Okay.
3 damage. 6
That'll
damage.
hit for 6 damage, killing the thing.
No, sorry, Tim, it was this one here.
Oh, no. Okay, well, I'm moving him there.
Okay.
You hit it, and the creature is engulfed in flames, and it starts to run, kind of shrieking, before it falls and just burns away to ash. Is that it for your turn?
I'll just shout out, "Are we chasing him or are we leaving him?" And then I'll end my turn.
E3.
Ithri's feeling a little bit sorry for himself at the moment. I think he's gonna do, because he can only see the one in front of Cora. He's gonna do a little sidestep, pull off a light hammer off of his belt, and throw it at the one in front of Cora, presuming there's nothing to block it.
Okay.
And whereas before there was a lot of like enthusiasm in the growls and stuff, this is just going to be more of a like a painful grunt. Because I presume that's 20 feet. Yeah. Okay.
Mhm.
Can I throw a thing?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. So
Yeah, you
that's
throw the hammer
15 to hit.
for 9 bludgeoning.
9 damage. So that's 7 bludgeoning plus 2 for the rage.
You throw the hammer and it cracks this twig blight right in half, snapping it.
I've never used thrown weapons. I presume it just stops at the target, does it?
Yes.
If so, I'll plod over and pick it up.
As long as, so typically how I treat ranged ammunition, as long as nothing actively destroys it, you can recover it, with the exception of arrows and bolts, which I say that there is a 1 in 4 chance that any given arrow or bolt breaks.
Okay. So yeah, I'll just plod over and pick it up.
Okay.
Then
Alright.
realise I'm at the front of the line.
Yes, you sure are.
End of my turn.
Rudard is going to, seeing that Jaros is more or less gone and good, gonna move over to the front door and plant himself right in front of it and lay down. Elowen,
Yep.
it's your turn.
So from where I can see, is there only one of those twiggy things left?
To the
Or is-
northwest, you
yeah,
can just
along
make
the
out
path. Okay.
one. So it has partial cover.
Yeah. I'm going to move to here so I can see
no
it
more
clearly.
cover. Yeah.
And I'm going to put away my dagger and my sickle.
Okay.
And I'm going to... Can I throw my javelin from there?
Yes, you could, though it might be if it's at the long range. I don't know the range on a javelin. Is it 20 feet or 6? Is it 2060? I think you'll have disadvantage with the javelin.
Okay.
Javelin
about my
is
spear?
30-60.
30-60, never mind. You will not have disadvantage, so you could do
Okay.
that.
So I'm going to throw my javelin to try and hit its head.
Okay.
So I just click on javelin. Yeah.
Yep. Oh, in the
Oh.
center portion of the character sheet.
Sorry. Yeah.
No problem.
Oh wait.
Wait, what's happening? Should be like in the middle. You should see like some numbers to the right of it. Like in the center of the core page of the character sheet.
It's below the hit dice and death saves, I'm assuming.
Yep.
Yeah, it's below your hit dice. You go down, you see the name of all your weapons, and that's where you click on it. So it should be right at the center.
And not
of
in
the-
other proficiencies. In equipment.
Above equipment.
Okay.
See it?
No.
In the attacks and spellcasting table.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, it's not. It's not in there.
Oh, I think I know what happened. Let me do a thing, if you don't mind, on your character sheet real quick.
Yeah, that's fine. I know. I think I had trouble with it when we did it through the thing beforehand. Some stuff didn't show up.
That's what happened to me.
Yeah.
Didn't Tim break yours?
There it is.
Okay. Right. Now I'll click on it.
Yes.
No.
Well, you throw the javelin, and the creature kind of very, very humanoid-like. It kind of dives to the ground, and the javelin strikes the dirt near it.
Oh no.
It's a powerful throw, though. Damn. You're good with the damage dice. That's a max damage. Unfortunately, the dirt path is not the enemy. Junko, what would you like to do?
Always missing shots.
Attack the path, you know you want to.
Just go for the party.
Just do it.
Oh, I was trying not to inhale or exhale too deeply because Cat, but he got up anyway. Kitty, I need you to move. Thank you. How far can I go? I'm encumbered, so like here. Yeah, I'm just gonna take a shot.
Okay,
I can have up to 60 feet, right?
I believe so. With a short bow, probably
Yeah.
longer. But either way, this is well within range. Unfortunately, 12 is not going to hit.
+1 for awesomeness?
I thought 12 hit those guys.
I'd love to, but with you barely standing, I'm inclined to say, yeah, you're a little woozy, like you're struggling to stay conscious right now. You're having to really like focus, and the shot, your vision just goes blurry just as you shoot, and you unfortunately miss.
At least you didn't hit one of us or one of you guys.
Give it time.
What's your tongue?
Looks towards Elowin.
Cora.
Hides behind tree.
I will move around Ithri.
You're really quiet.
Oh! I will move around Ithri, run up here,
Okay.
and bam bam with the staff.
Bam bam.
Man, man, thank
Pew
you,
pew
man.
pew pew.
15.
That'll hit for 3 damage, which will not kill it.
And I'll hit it again. Well, I
Well,
can never hit with both attacks.
that will not hit. Unfortunate.
Marisha
Okay,
couldn't
that's
either
it.
at first.
All right. Though it is noteworthy, Cora moves like a viper.
I'm actually the snake, guys.
You're going to turn into a staff in a minute.
Yep. Jaros, return to me! And Cora just slithers back up to his hand.
Okay, bye.
The twig blight is going to lash out at Cora, fighting, it seems, to the death.
What a jerk.
5 to hit.
No.
I cannot hit you.
What a
Well, I can
dickwig.
barely hit you, so.
It's going to do that, and then it's going to start advancing here.
At least you're hitting.
Does it move out of my threat range?
It does not. Therithiel.
Hmm.
I will just kill it. Just see if I could kill it.
You seem really good at hitting injured opponents, so statistically. Booyah.
Definitely.
Yeah, that's a hit.
21.
Bam.
You, with a single twang of your longbow and the thunk of the arrow striking wood, it splits. It is destroyed. And I believe that will end combat.
Oh, that
I'm
was
going to sit on the
bad.
ground. I'm just going to flop.
Cora will head
Oh.
back to everybody else.
I clench my ribs. Be like, ah!
Is
I w-
everybody okay?
I
No.
apologize profusely.
No.
Ithri will very unenthusiastically try and see if he can spot Jaras.
Make a perception check.
Yeah, as he's doing it, I'll mention. He went down this way. I can see the tracks somewhat.
You can see the breaks in the underbrush where he went, and you can even kind of still hear. You hear a distant "out of my way," but you don't actually see him because he's had 2 full rounds to run at this point.
Yeah.
Nobody's bleeding to death, right? Like,
Not yet.
like
Some-
Near it.
Some might be almost dead.
I look very cold.
Yeah,
Do you want a
I'm not
blanket?
I'm not standing up straight or anything. I'm kind of.
You want me to bandage that up for you?
Is there a way for me to somewhat get hit points back without a short rest?
Oh, nope.
Healing.
Magic or a short rest would be really, unless somebody has the healer feat and a
We
healer's
have that
kit.
at level 1.
Tim, can I go retrieve 2 of my arrows that didn't break?
Let me double check that they're both still good.
If you can heal me, Cora,
Yes.
that would be great.
And Elowen, you can also get your javelin if you'd like.
Yeah,
And
I'm
either
gonna
your
pick back
hammer.
up my javelin.
I'm
Can I
not
see if I can
really-
recover 3 of my arrows?
What, Cora?
I'm not really like I wouldn't say I'm a healer, but I can bandage
everybody
it up
gone?
for you.
But will that make me feel better?
I mean, maybe. I could put
Yes.
a lot of love into it.
Yes, please.
We're not in a quarry now.
I'll bandage him up.
Can I go sit in front of the bear?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna go like do the Asian like squat
Okay.
and just.
Funny enough, that would put you kind of at the edge of the garden, and looking about with all of the blights destroyed, the sickness in the grove actually is basically gone. The grove looks purified.
Are we chasing him? Are we leaving him?
Why
He
did
seems
he?
to still be running.
Why would he run
Oh
away?
my god, that was winged.
Sorry, that was me.
I say we
I-
chase him down.
I'm confused. Like, this doesn't seem relevant to murdering someone.
It seems
Well,
the
he still
problem
has
he
his
had here.
staff.
If you want to chase him, cool. I got short legs.
I mean,
Oh.
you don't run unless you've done something wrong, right?
Well, he lied about his staff, right?
Yeah, I agree with that. It just seems odd that
Well,
like,
they're
this
ta-
whole thing doesn't seem related.
He'll be back eventually. We can just wait here for him.
Should we just check his house?
I don't
The
think we're getting
bear.
in his house.
Mm.
Here you go, buddy. I'll toss him some rations,
Elowen,
like some beef jerky or something.
Elowen might be able to talk to him.
can you move this bear?
It moves
I can try.
lifts him up, moves him over.
Actually, before we go any further, before we get too into like talking to bears and whatnot, let's go ahead and take a quick break. I will pause the recording and then we can be back in a few minutes. Okay. So, I believe you were just approaching the bear.
I gave him some rations.
You
Junko
what's that, Ashley?
also.
I gave him some rations.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's currently snuffling through them looking for some berries that he might like. What was that about Junko?
She perched herself in front of him, so.
Right,
Can
I
I
recall.
speak for myself?
I recall. Okay, so Elowen approaches Le Bear. He kind of
Confidently.
looks away from the rations to kind of warily fix you in his stare.
Do I notice any like mood change in him?
You can make
Is he-
either insight or animal handling. Your choice.
18.
18. You get a sense that he is not so much a mood change as just like he's guarded.
Okay.
Like he's very satisfied. He's very food motivated. That is very clear to you. But also like his priority is protecting whatever he's trying to protect even more than the food.
Okay.
But you don't get a sense of malice from him or even of aggression per se, just of defensiveness.
If I offered him more food, but kind of tried to draw him away from the door. So I placed some rations. I move back towards Ithri and place rations as I move back.
Okay.
To try and lure him away.
Are you making like a little trail?
Let me have you make another animal handling check. I want to see if he's interested.
Okay. Probably not.
It just so happens that you have wild raspberries in your rations. Which you're noticing, you are kind of watching him for a reaction as you take out different bits, like some jerky, he's some little dried fish he's interested in, and then out come the wild raspberries. And you literally can see the bear like lean forward when he sees them in your hand. And you kind of, on noticing this, start to make a little more of a show of putting them in the little trail for him to follow. And sort of almost toying with his feelings a little as you like look at the handful of berries you've got and start to turn away, and he kind of in distress gets up and like starts to move toward like grabbing the berries off the trail. And for the moment, as you lure him away with the promise of fresh raspberries,
can I slide in?
Unguarded. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. As this is happening, I would have liked to have edged my way towards the door as well.
Ditto.
With how high the animal handling was, I would say you don't even have to roll stealth. Like, he is thoroughly distracted by the fruit.
I'm going to stick with Halloween just in case the bear
in case things turn
changes his
sour.
mind. Another snake turns
those
up.
berries turn sour.
I'll stay outside as well. I don't like the idea of breaking into somebody's house.
Okay. And Therithiel?
Yeah, I will. Wait, click. Try and see if the door's unlocked. Try to push the door in.
The door is unlocked. Actually, it wasn't even fully shut. He came out in such a hurry.
I don't step inside. I just push the door open and take a look what's inside.
Okay. Well, I believe Junko and Dracon were
inside?
slipping past. Yep.
Yeah,
Okay.
don't.
So you push the
take
door
my
open
spot.
and you get just a moment to kind of peek through before they're already inside.
Yeah, I just kind of go past them, like, excuse you.
Yeah, I just follow behind Junko,
It is
leaning on my quarterstaff.
It is a very low ceiling inside. I don't think any of you are particularly tall, so that's no issue, but it is like you could easily reach up and touch the ceiling.
Yeah.
You can
Can't
see
do shit.
It's kind of a very basic abode. There's not a whole lot here. There's a little shrine dedicated to presumably whatever spirits or deities Jaros worships. You can see that there is a number of hides, like the blankets on his bed are made from fur. The hide there's a hide carpet on the ground, or I should say on the floor. There is a little wash basin, and you can see that there are bloody rags draped over that. And not a whole lot else in here, to be honest. There's like little fetishes and the things a druid might have collected over a lifetime, and you can see he has a old sickle hanging on the wall that looks like it may have once been an instrument of war. The smell is very earthy, and it smells like the deep part of a forest, honestly. There's a lot of like a scent of leaves and grass and some kind of spice that you're not really sure what that is, but it's intriguing. It's almost mysterious in a way. Like the dash of cinnamon hidden in a cookie.
Making me hungry.
I love cinnamon. I'll just lean over to Junko and I'll just say, should we see if he has been hiding anything? Junko?
What was that?
Should we see if he is hiding anything? Under the beds, behind a false wall?
If you want
Under
me
the
to
floorboards?
search, I will search.
I would like to help you. We could both do it.
Okay.
Okay, so one of you roll with advantage.
Go for it.
I think.
I think mine's higher, but you can go for it.
Okay. Oh, I'll just roll twice.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Well,
Oh, damn.
the two of you, that's a 4 and a 5, by the way, for people who can't see that.
Yeah.
The two of you do a quick scan of the little shack. You don't find much. I mean, I did mention you do find 2 wet, bloody cloths draped over the side of the wash basin, which is still filled with water. But
I would like to first move towards the shrine
Mhm.
and kind of kneel in front of it and see if I can detect to who the shrine is for.
okay, you can make a nature or religion check here.
While he's doing that, is it possible to investigate or have a look at the sickle on the wall?
7.
Yeah, yep. I'll get back to you in just one moment. 7, you're not sure. They're not elven gods. They're not. It doesn't seem to be gods at all. You would surmise, just based on context clues, that this is probably the old faith that you heard about, or that you've been hearing people talk about, whatever that is.
Right. And while Draco looks at the scythe, I move over to the bloody rags.
Okay, I will come back to that. So, Dracon, you were moving over to the sickle mounted on the wall.
Mm-hmm.
What do you want to do?
At first, I would like to cast Detect Magic.
Ooh, you're right. Wait, as a ritual?
No.
Didn't you already use?
I have 2 spells.
That's right.
only
You
used
did.
one.
I thought you'd used Thunderwave. My bad. I apologize.
No.
I have done you disservice, sir.
If we feel like we are going to be here for 10 minutes, I don't know if we're going to be short resting, but I could perform the ritual for
Ask
10
your
minutes.
character.
Are we resting here? Are we taking time to bind our wounds?
There's a bear being
As
Pardon?
most of us are pretty hurt,
Distracting.
we should take a time.
Oh, yeah. Just remembering that the bear could possibly come back at any moment. I will just cast it with my normal spell slots.
Okay. All right. It does not detect as magic. However,
30 feet around me.
oh, I know.
Me
You
magic
do
items.
detect magic coming from under the floor.
Can I go over to the area and see if it's loose? If I could open it, pry open.
Yeah, make an investigation check.
And probably should have checked the traps, but it's fine.
Actually, you don't have to. You don't have to. Well, okay, there it is.
That was a very low roll.
Just feeling around, like in that general vicinity, you know where it's at. You're able to find a floorboard that easily just lifts up, and inside, beneath that, you can see that there is a little brass decanter, as well as a single potion, a single scroll, and a stone box.
Do they all give off a magical aura?
The box, no. The potion and scroll, yes.
But
And
Though
the
you also
decanter
know
doesn't.
that a thick enough layer of stone can block your detection magic.
What were you saying?
is there any ink though?
I'm assuming not.
Keep an eye out for them.
None that's visible. Though actually, I stand corrected. The box is giving off a magical glow as well. I just needed to read further.
Okay, I'll just gather those up and put them away for the time being.
Well, the box, mind you, is like Foot Locker sized.
Oh, I'll call over Junko. I found some items under the floorboard. I'm very surprised you didn't find them yourself, but can you please see if there may be a lock on this box, a trap? I don't know what your skills can do, Junko. Please, my dear.
I still rather ask Bear.
I'll do
Don't
it.
know what you
though.
said.
I said
I
I'd
don't- I
rather
didn't hear what
ask
you
the
said.
bear.
Oh. So yeah,
I was being sarcastic.
yeah, I didn't really hear you. So
It's fine.
So what are you gonna?
Thieves' tools inquire a lockpick, right?
Well, yes, but you don't actually know if it's locked or trapped.
That is a good question.
It would be-
Maurizio, the group.
I'm always a little iffy on perception versus investigation for finding traps. I think in this case it would be investigation because you're searching something you know what you're looking at.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I know I called her over, but if I would also make that, I don't know. By looking into the stash, would I be able to see if it was trapped or locked?
We'll go with the unnecessary investigation check that you had already made for that,
Okay, so-
since you had an extra investigation. So you don't see any signs of a trap or anything.
Okay.
Junko, did you want to?
Yes, I will try.
That's intimidation. I don't need that.
Intimidate that box.
18.
18. Yeah, it's definitely trapped. In fact, you realize quickly that even to touch this box would likely trigger some kind of magical trap on it. In fact, like when you lean in and smell, it smells like kerosene.
So explosive.
Probably some kind of incendiary.
So fire. You use big words, Tim. My brain no compute today.
Yes,
Not bad.
fire.
Yes, fire.
Okay.
Can I, before she
How
decides
much
to
do
do
you
this?
like your beard?
Yeah, you don't actually know about this yet, so.
How much do you like your beard?
It took a few months to grow, but like everything, it grows back. What? Why?
If you touch the box, it burn off.
Can you stop that from happening? Without me moving, I guess.
I'm just gonna go like this to myself so you can see how already badly wounded I am.
I don't really want to today.
Okay.
I value my life over box.
Do you want
I
Ithri to
also-
come in so you've got the 3 lowest health players stood around the explosive box?
Yes.
Perhaps we should have a rest and try. But these other items, they should be safe to take. And I point at the scroll, the potion, and the decanter.
Are they safe to take? Or is it just the box?
As far as you can tell, the box is the only thing trapped.
Okay. What kind of check is it to disarm it?
Thieves' tools.
Okay. What's my bonus on that to see if it's even worth it? Proficient. Do I actually need to set up these tools with the modifier? Or...
You actually need to have thieves' tools.
I do have that. I'm just wondering if it was automatic or not.
Wait, what do you mean if what's automatic?
Yeah.
I'm not understanding.
Oh!
Sorry.
Sorry, let me...
You still have to make a check even with thieves' tools.
Yes.
Yeah, I know. I was seeing... Okay, that's what I was wondering, what it used. Because I've actually never had to click it before.
So what do you do?
Yes. Wait till tomorrow. Short rest.
Tomorrow or a short rest? We may not get another chance to get inside the house. I mean, technically it isn't even ours, but curious minds and all.
Can I peek out and see how the bear's doing?
Elowen, how's it going with the bear?
He's still interested by the berries.
He's like at present, like kind of searching around. Like he knows you've got more, and he's just inspecting you, looking for more of those delicious berries you've got.
Make him do the trick. Guess which hand it's in.
He'll you're trying to get him to go for the hand with the berries in it to tell which hand they're in. He'll examine both, and he'll kind of pick arbitrarily left. Is that where your berries are?
Right.
He kind of like bats your hand away and goes for the other.
Mauls you to death.
Would he?
He doesn't. No, he doesn't hurt you or anything, but he does protest and grumble in his bear way.
Would he let me pet him, or would he probably attack me?
You get the vibe that yes, he probably would.
Okay, so I pet him on the head and
He
give
does
him the
not
berries.
Especially with those berries, he seems thoroughly pleased with the berries, and he seems to have completely forgotten what he was doing.
We need to befriend this bear, man.
Aww,
I will
little bear.
get out of the house. I will unlock it.
Okay, let me just... And then I'll pick up the other 3 items first. And
You
I'll...
too. Out.
Before you unlock that, could I do the investigation on the blood?
Yeah, that's right. I'm sorry. You were while they were doing that, you were searching, or you were checking that out. Moving over there, you can see that the wash bin actually has a considerable amount of blood in it, in the water. The cloths are both soaked. It looks like they were used to clean up a substantial amount of blood from somewhere. Or off of something.
Do I detect to see if they have any dirt, like say from the quarry or anything like that?
Now that would be an investigation check.
Let me do that. I see nothing.
So seeing as they're already wet, you can't really tell much. Like they've already been thoroughly used. If there was dirt, it's long ago been washed into that basin.
All right. I'll walk over to Junko. What are you guys doing?
Do you want to help me unlock this, or do you want to step outside? Oh, I don't need that anymore.
What is it?
It is a box.
Fire trap. Would it be not better, perhaps, if we all leave and I shoot an arrow at the box, see if that triggers it?
Why would you want to burn what's in the box?
Good point. I shrug and I just walk outside. Preferably a few feet away from the cabin.
Yeah, I'll gather those items and back out towards the door. How far away from the door is the box, would you say?
It's pretty close to the center of the shack, so probably 5 to 7 feet.
Okay, I'll walk out, keep the door open, and keep an eye on Junko. And I'll say...
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'll say to Cora, being just outside as well, like, we found a box, and it is trapped. Junko is going to try and disarm it.
I don't think that's a good idea.
As you say that, the whole cabin explodes.
Guys, you guys are giving me some serious, like, I'm gonna fail this vibe, especially after figuring out how, like,
We should
The
wait.
modifier works.
Yeah.
Nope. Too late. I'm gonna do it.
Oh god.
Uh,
You don't have to do it now.
I'm gonna try and sneakily healing hands myself. Not that it's gonna do much.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
So I get
Since you are alone in the house right now, you don't even need to roll to do so.
I mean, I was keeping an eye on her, but it's fine.
Yes, but her back is to you, and you don't have the eyes of an eagle.
Okay.
I'm an elf, and even I don't have those eyes.
and I'm going to very carefully. I'm gonna take 20 on this.
Well, that's not a thing in 5th edition.
I know. Watch. Okay, I have the good roll and now I have the bad rolls. So.
Don't you have to roll the healing hands first?
Nope. It's only one.
Are you sure?
It's equal to my level.
That sucks.
Yep.
She poops herself.
It makes me feel better.
At least you're not at Doris Death anymore.
All right, well, good luck.
You got this.
Come on.
You got this.
Calm down.
Roll high.
I'm gonna kill myself.
Aura's just gonna yell
Wait.
into the house. Wait,
11.
we shouldn't do this.
So literally, as you're in the midst of saying that, there is a brilliant flash of light in the house. And that's it. From your point of view. No explosion. Now, Junko,
Oh.
the entire exterior of the box turns to flame for a moment and, like, sears your hands and maybe a little bit of your face.
Ah!
And by maybe a little bit, you're gonna be pissed.
Oh
He's
no.
blind.
You take 11 points of fire damage.
Do I see her? Like,
So
Really?
no, there's just smoke billowing out of the hermit's hut. Dracon, like, you had sight of her, and then there was the flash of light, and now there's just smoke coming out of there.
I'll rush inside the house.
I was gonna say,
You know.
if no one else does.
yeah, I
Um,
would. too.
Rudard is now looking over there, just kind of chomping on the berry, still looking over there, and he kind of real slowly looks back at you, and then just kind of turns and starts to walk toward the house.
Oh dear.
I was-
I'm in trouble walk.
I was like right trying to yell in the house, so I
Mhm.
was just booking
So-
right there, as soon as I could see.
Yep, you guys who ran in, immediately you're kind of choked by the stench of smoke, and you kind of have to, like, waving through it.
Junko?
You see Junko lying, slumped, kind of in a hole in the floor, just her arm dangling into it. The smoke is billowing from in there, and looking inside, you can see just this charred, blackened box.
Well, I'm gonna grab her and pull her out of
Yeah.
the hole.
Okay,
I assist.
I'm gonna check for pulse.
you guys pulling her out. Make
We're
a
pull- yeah.
medicine check.
I say we
Medicine?
pull her out of the cabin first.
No, I'm checking right now. 7.
She's alive, though. Junko, make a death saving throw, please.
Bad idea.
She is hella badly burnt.
I spent a year making this character.
It'll be okay.
Ooh, you made it.
Oh, only just.
Just made it.
That's the first one. So you guys are dragging her body out?
No. No. Just give me a second. I can help her. Just
Okay, I'll let her Cora do her stuff.
Can
Aura's
I
gonna put
try
2
and
hands.
help her?
No. Just
Okay.
let me just stay back. She's gonna put 2 hands on her chest. Take a deep breath. Exhale and heal her for 1 hit point.
I mean, that's all. She needs to get back up.
Junko, you are completely in the dark, and then suddenly, amidst flames and smoke, you see a light. And you kind of hang on to that light like a rock in the river, and everything else flows past you, and you drift back into painful consciousness and kind of smoke and soot out of your lungs. And you can see Cora.
You're
Man.
okay.
I'm just gonna reach up and pet her hair.
I can't get away from her, so I'm just gonna let her do it.
It's very softly, kind of like.
Okay. Her hair
It's,
is soft and silky and...
It's okay.
I get in their way, and I pick up Junko, and I take her outside.
Okay. As you're taken outside, looking at your hand, you can see that it's a little inky black.
Can I take her over to the lake?
Pond,
Pond, correct.
but I'm flattered.
Just throw her in the pond.
Just-
Wake up, bitch!
well, I mean, if she's on fire, some water might help, like, with the pain and stuff.
Cora will follow out there.
Yeah, most of, and you can see like her entire body isn't burnt. Most of it is like the face and head and her hands, which were burned almost down to the bone.
I rip a piece off of my cloak. Rip a piece out of my cloak, dump it in the water, and then try to cover as much of the burnt areas as I can.
Okay. It's actually kind of soothing. In fact, even as you dampen the cloth in the water of the pond, there's something rhythmic about the dripping of the droplets from the cloth back into the water. There's something almost like a sparkle about the water, seeming glow. And actually, congrats on your discovery. I tried to give it to you earlier, but you didn't jump.
Is that a healing pond?
Junko, you heal 4 hit points.
Oh, hell yeah. Does
Everybody
my face
jump
come
in.
back to normal?
As I see this happening, can I just gently shove her into the water?
Just jump.
Just kick her into the pond.
There's like a moment of soothing peace, and then you're just like somebody just pushed you into a pool. You're completely submerged in the water.
What is that for? I'm not getting out, by the way. I'm just like on my
She's
back.
floating there. Just...
You do not heal any further, but it
That's
is
fine.
cooling and soothing.
I'm gonna say those
You'll
4
just
health
jump in?
points are my face that came back.
yeah.
Now, quick
Protect the
cutaway.
beautiful face.
As Therithiel carried Junko out, this would have left Dracon and Cora in the hermit's hut.
I would have followed out to make sure she's okay.
I would like to look at the box and see if the explosion opened it or not.
No, it didn't open it, but that box looks pretty thoroughly ravaged.
Can I open it, see if there's anything that survived the explosion?
Yeah, sure. Like, how do you want to open it?
Well, I mean, I don't have the tools to do so, so I guess I'm just gonna try using my quarterstaff to like pry it open.
Okay, yeah. I mean, it's no problem. Like, you can push the lock seems to have been melted off. Inside,
Don't do it to me, Tim.
you can see a lot of ashes. What looks like there was some paperwork in here. Maybe some letters. There are some stones, like some agates, amethysts, bloodstones, opals, that sort of thing. Some gems. And that's it.
Can I discern anything from the remains of the papers, the letters?
Well,
Was everything burnt?
from the smell, it smells like whatever these were dipped in some kind of flammable oil, so that should the box catch fire, they would...
I'll just scoop up the gems then, if I
Okay.
can.
Well, there are 21 gems total.
Okay.
It looks like there may have been other treasures at some point as well,
Yeah, I'm sure.
but they got fiat.
Is there a list of what the gems are? Because I know you said agates and
Yeah,
whatnot.
yeah, actually. There are 3 moss agates, 1 amethyst, 1 bloodstone, 1 carnelian, 1 citrine. I don't know if that's
Citrine.
citrine. There are 3 black opals, 2 blue opals, 1 fire opal, 1 black pearl, 1
Why
white
not so
pearl,
fast? 2 blue what? Sorry?
That's
Two-
faster.
2 blue opals, 1 fire opal, 1 black pearl, 1 white pearl, 2 sapphires, 1 topaz, 3 turquoise, and a zircon.
This dude liked his looks.
Okay. Yeah, I'd gather those up and I would slowly walk back outside towards the pool to Junko and the rest.
Junko, are you alive?
I'm so glad Fainal is here.
Yes. My eyes are just closed in the pool, enjoying like the soothing water.
And I will note that her face is now like you're not just looking at like muscle and burnt tissue on her face at this point. Like it looks pretty badly burnt, but you can see the water seems to be like washing over it and restoring her face to some semblance of what it looked like before.
I burnt myself never this bad, but quite a few times. You're gonna want to be in there for like 10 minutes minimum.
Don't want to.
No, don't. Just make sure you submerge yourself as much as possible.
I'd drown myself if I could.
Since I'm there, could I get just a little scoop of water?
Just like
We all just have some.
Junko soup.
Can we get a heal?
Yeah. When you do so, Therithiel, you heal 1 hit point.
I'll take it.
Cora will. Cora will take some water and splash her face.
Yeah, I'll wash my face too.
Are we all having a?
Oh yes.
Okay.
Cora 2, Elowen. You get 4.
Ooh, thank you.
I guess if Ithri's gonna
Just dip his head.
have some Junko soup.
When Dracon comes out, I'm going to splash him and be like, "Greety man."
I'm going to walk to the other side of the pond, away from the others, and I'm going to wash my face.
I would have splashed you. Greety man.
I'll just ignore her.
I mean, I would dive in, but I'm not going to be.
So
Greedy
what
man
happened
gets
in
1 hit point.
Damn it.
what happened in there, and what did we find?
So, inside the chest, there was 20
chest?
gems. The
There was a
chest that was clearly trapped, that Junko tried to disarm and unfortunately didn't succeed. I found a decanter, a scroll, and I also found a potion.
I mean, all of that is great, but it doesn't really answer any questions.
There was papers, there was letters
No
within the
confession
chest.
letters or anything?
There was letters within the chest, but unfortunately they was destroyed by the explosion. I believe that Ferithiel found rags. We found rags, but
Oh, Therithiel.
Yes, I found bloody rags in a basin with water that also contained blood, but I cannot discern where the blood came from.
Did
or
they
where the rags
survive
came
the
from.
fire?
Thank you so much for
I could.
Not know.
Yes. We could look. I could look. And I'll like slowly walk deflated back towards the door and go inside to see if they're there.
So nothing in the house was actually really damaged aside from the box by the fire. It's just really smoky now, and it's sort of a choking stink. But the house itself and all of the other objects within seem unharmed.
I think I'd follow behind as well, just to have a look inside. I mean, those rags look like evidence to me. There's not many people that have been bleeding that much.
Is it a human's blood? Is it an animal's blood? If he was been skinning and drying
I've never
levers.
had to tell the difference.
Can I have a look at it, Tim? And see if I can discern anything?
That would be survival.
Survival.
Oh, well, I actually should have looked at it.
Can I assist? Can I assist E3? Can we both have a look?
I'm happy to have a look.
Yes, so E3 you can roll with advantage then.
Ooh, hello.
Nice.
What'd you get?
Apparently 21. Apparently it's I guess E3 would like smell it, have a look at the
rub it around your face.
Texture.
You're reasonably confident that this blood is human or humanoid. Obviously, beyond that level of specificity.
Yeah, I don't think this belongs to an animal. There's no other animal remains here either, so it makes no sense that he would have rags of blood without. I presume there's no like racks of meat on the walls or anything like that.
No.
I think this is enough evidence to go to Rutger.
Book him.
Do you think it was his blood, or do you think it was?
I mean, when I saw him, he didn't look injured.
There
was no Tim, there was no blood on his clothes when we saw him, was there?
None that you saw.
No. Okay. Yeah, he didn't look injured, and this is a lot of blood.
Maybe this is what we needed. Maybe it was the druid after all.
I mean, we have the weirdness with the staff. We have the blood in rags. It says, I am not clever enough to get any more proof that this is the guy, but I think this is enough. I could blame him with a clear conscience.
It's either we go to Rutger now, or possibly see if we can speak to the druid again.
It's going to be much easier to find the Rutger than it is the druid. The Rutger? Yeah, the Rutger.
Very true. I'll just walk outside.
I think E3 would pick up the rags.
Okay.
Probably stuff them into a pocket.
You have 2 bloody rags.
Nice.
You want to wring them out a little bit first?
No, not at all. Well, so there's a basin full of blood, did you say? Or is it like
bloody
just
water
draining into? So, yeah, I'd probably wring the blood out into the water, but make sure that the basin stayed there.
Okay.
So that I've got the rags as proof, but if he comes back and empties the basin, yeah.
And a note about the bear. On looking into the smoky house, the bear would have let out a little distressed rumble and then just sauntered away into the trees.
Oh no!
Hi, bear.
Would he go in the same direction as where?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, I didn't even get to pet him. Damn it!
You can always pet him next time if there's a next time.
He'll be back maybe.
So,
Keep going.
no. Go ahead.
Sorry, cat distracted. Did you ask Bear any questions?
Me?
What was the bear's name again, Tim?
Rudard.
Rudard.
Rhubarb.
Or
Rudy, if you prefer.
Did I?
could have.
Well, I didn't. Technically, no. Whispered into his ear, could have, but
He wasn't very talkative.
no, he wasn't interested in his berries too much, really.
I was gonna ask if he was here to protect house or something in house.
Can you talk to animals?
Rudar is intelligent, no?
Seems pretty smart.
Just to note, I've carried on walking up the path. I haven't stopped and waited.
Okay.
Are we not having a rest before we go? I'd
I'll
yell
just
up
carry
the
on
path.
walking.
I don't
Guess
know.
not.
I kind of want to talk to him, see if he comes back and ask for an explanation, see what he has to say.
I barely made you out.
It's the left side of the screen for me.
What?
Jesus.
I hear you perfectly now.
Didn't hear that. Sorry, what?
What? I said I want to wait, see what he says about this.
Ooh.
I want to see if the old man comes back and see what he says about this stuff. I want an explanation.
I do not think the man will return anytime soon.
Mm-mm.
Especially if we stay here.
Well, Draco's walking off.
Where is he going?
He didn't say.
I will
Good.
follow suit.
Okay, I was going to ask if you feel well enough
Well-
to get up and move.
I mean, you should. Has it been 10 minutes? You should at least spend 10 minutes in that water, if not 20.
Each day I have survived worse, but thank you.
Where
It's up
are
to
we
you.
off to then?
Well, we've got the bloody rags, and we know that that's human blood. Or I believe it's human blood.
It doesn't really
Um,
prove anything, though.
It depends how much proof you need.
He could have cut a finger off shaving.
I didn't see any missing fingers. I
There was
mean,
too much blood for that.
I am not a
Missing an arm.
professional. I'm not. I'm not a professional detective. I think we've done enough, at least to clear our name, and to point the finger at this Duras
This is
guy.
my first time detecting. I just want to make sure it's done right.
And we can. I'm happy to say that we're not 100% sure to Rutger, but I think unless you've got any other ideas, I don't know where else to go from here.
I agree. I do not believe it was a druid. I don't know why I'm speaking like that.
I like
don't
it.
believe it was a druid. But I do believe it is enough to clear our names at least.
And hopefully
Okay.
earn us some coin.
I guess we can go see Rudard and at least tell him what we found.
Rudard's
Rudard is. Yeah, he's a bear.
Rutger.
Rutger.
Oh, Rutger. They're both are you? Let's go tell the bear what we found.
Or did you do it, Bear? Was
Did
it
you
you?
do it?
Did you do it?
All right. So, you guys are going where?
To see Rutger.
Lucy Red.
To the
What?
tower, I guess.
Okay.
Um,
And
Before we go anywhere, Eloin, do you mind if I have a word in private?
Of course.
And just, if people are going to walk off, I will hang back or whatever.
Cora's gonna let
Um,
you go, but kind of look behind her at you two, and blush as she's looking at you guys. But keep walking.
We'll be in vision. We're not going in any quarries or anything. You're fine.
Oh god.
Eloin, earlier today I sort of outed you as a druid because I made a presumption to. Luckily, it was only to this group, but
Yes.
I'm not used to these lands being against outsiders, and I just wanted to apologize for putting you in a spot you might not have been ready for or wanted straight away. Just want to say that I will do my best in future to not let words fall out of my mouth just because my brain says so, and I'll protect you as much as I can.
Thank you for your apology. I'll accept it.
Thank you.
And I give him a pat on the shoulder.
Let's catch up.
Tulsi 9, did you not kill him right there with that pat?
Yeah.
Yeah, she hits hard.
Damage. It was more of a whack.
Dracon, you were the first one to leave the grove.
Mm-hmm.
Where were you headed?
I would be leaning against the fence of the inn, because... Wait, would I know where the tower is?
I mean, it's visible.
I guess I'd be just at the end of the grove, leaning against a wall or a fence so they can see me.
Okay. Yeah, there's definitely like a little wooden farm-style fence in the grass, like here or here. Sort of like a welcome gate without the gate part into the grove.
I'd probably just be muttering to myself, like, you are so stupid. You are so stupid. Like, basically hating myself for what I let happen.
Then Cora, Junko, and Therithiel, that is how you find Dracon as you make your way out of the grove.
Just my head down.
I need nap.
What time of day is it?
About 4 o'clock in the afternoon. It's nap time. I mean, that I can't falter there.
Mm-hmm.
I do believe we could all do best with some food and some rests for a while. See if we
Before
can
we-
recover some of this hurt we've been inflicted.
Before we go see Rutger?
Yes, before.
Okay.
Are we in agreement, or should we go now to speak to Rucker?
I mean, I'm doing okay, but if you guys need to rest...
I look around, the party has Elowin and E3 catched up to us yet, or not yet?
They haven't caught up yet, but you can see them coming.
How do I visually see E3? Do I see him kind of like staggering? Is he walking okay?
E3's feeling in much better than he was. He's not like healthy, but he's okay.
Yes, perhaps it's better if we take a rest before we see Rutger.
Would I overhear Sharifi saying this?
He's they're next to you.
Yeah, we're next to each other.
So they've actually walked up to me.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll just say, I believe taking a rest isn't the worst idea. 30 minutes to an hour, and get some food. Bandage properly.
I agree with this.
I'm still
To the
looking
inn
down
we
at the
shall
floor.
go.
I'm guessing we've caught up to them by now.
Mm-hmm. By about now, E3 and Elowin, you've caught up.
Everything okay, guys?
We're going to the inn, and then I'll walk off.
Yeah,
I need mead, and I'll follow.
they want to rest.
I
so-
love some cheese right now.
I follow everyone to the inn, I guess.
As you guys make your way to the Inn of the Welcome Lady, even before you reach the doors, the smell of cooking fish wafts out to greet you. You can smell freshly opened casks of beer and ale, bottles of wine. You can smell other cooking ingredients. You can smell like boiling lobster. You can smell roasting vegetables. And as you all enter, and greet the innkeep, who seems pleased that now the inn is open again. And you are able to take a short rest. I would like each of you to level up for next time. Or we can do that tonight if you'd like. We can even do it on recording if you'd like. And we're actually going to end here tonight.
Yay!
So what you're saying is we can sit and roleplay the entire time.
Well,
The
I get all my
only
stuff.
no,
thing,
not necessarily.
the only thing Ithri would want to do is, I accidentally muted myself. Is during the long rest, he'd ask Draco for one of the magic items, just to look at over the long rest. I give it back after.
Short rest.
Muted.
Muted. Tim.
I'm not muted.
He was muted.
I think my mic just wasn't catching me.
Yeah.
Is it a long rest you guys are doing, or a short rest?
No,
I
short.
presume
Short.
it's a
Short rest.
Okay.
Yeah.
Short rest, you can't. So one person may identify one magic item during it.
That isn't what I want it for.
He wants to look at it.
I just want a magic item to have a look at during a short rest.
Well, in that case, I would have been sitting.
Hell yeah.
I would try to sit alone within the tavern, and if you came over to me, I'd hand you the potion.
Yeah, that's cool.
So tanky.
The only thing I will say, I know we want to end. Do you want some alone time, or do you want some company?
Yes, please. Alone time.
Okay.
And I'd also take a look at the scroll
Just
while
pat
I was
him.
alone.
I'll pat him on the shoulder and head over. That's it. That was everything I wanted to do.
Mhm.
Before we go, I want to go up to what's his name, Oster, and tell him whatever my friends want, it's on me. And then I go
Is
pick
this
somewhere to sit.
more city business? Are you getting Rutger's discount?
No, it's on me.
Oh, well, that's very generous of you. Very generous. As you wish. It's on him. He calls out to the common room, which mostly just well, actually, no.
Note it. I said friends, not everyone that's in there.
Did you? Oh,
Yes,
I missed
he
her.
did.
Okay.
He did.
In that case, he won't shout it out, but you can see that there is a crowd already gathering as the smells of dinner are attracting people. You know. So, while you guys are leveling up, I can give you guys the magic items. I believe, Dracon, you said you're going to identify that scroll.
Oh, I would have done both, but yeah, if possible.
During a short rest, you can do one. During an extended rest, you can identify all.
Would I need to identify a scroll, or would I be able to read what it is in general?
Actually, that's a good point. That is a valid point.
In that case, I'd look at that and identify the potion.
Well, the potion went to Ithri.
If he gave it back. I don't know how long he looks at it for.
I wanted to. It's
What's it for
only
the-
a role play thing. I just wanted to stare at it for some time.
Oh, okay.
In that case, I won't identify it yet.
What are you identifying?
Is the decanter magic?
Mm-hmm.
Then I'll identify that and have a look at the scroll.
Okay. I'm going to give you the item card for the decanter.
Okay.
It looked a little bit awkward. He just like flew up, fell down.
Just a question: how do I level up?
Yeah,
I was
I'm glad you
The
asked.
character
I was
sheet.
gonna have
On the
the
character
same.
sheet, if you go to the settings tab of the character sheet, you know, the little gear tab,
Yep.
in the lower right corner, you should see two different buttons for Character Mancer.
Yeah.
Do not click the one that starts from level 1.
Don't
You
start
want
over.
level plus.
The bottom
Launch
one?
level
Launch
plus,
level
yeah.
plus. Yeah, and then
second
just
one.
click it.
Yep. And that will talk you through leveling up. Now, you do have to roll the hit dice. I don't let people take the average result for hit points.
See, I rolled max.
So if you roll a
Hell
1,
yeah.
which it seems 2 of you have rolled.
So it says HP 4.
Yep.
Your
It added your
HP goes up
constitution
by
modifier.
So I just press roll, yeah? Alright.
Oh, in the character mancer,
4.
that's average. It shows.
I actually rolled a 1.
Oh, yeah. Those hit dice that you guys were rolling, that's not from the level up. That's from healing.
No,
Yeah, yeah.
I was doing it
My bad.
manually. That's
Okay.
That's my level.
Okay, that's fine. Just want to
So
make
I
sure.
just click roll, not average, yeah?
Yep.
Or it's on average
Roll.
already.
Exactly.
Just click roll.
So E3, you still got a 1. You healed 1 and gained 1. So
I
you
got a 1 too.
That's
So I got a 4. Feels good.
I only got a 1 on my D12.
Mm-hmm.
okay. I know I'm
Okay.
bending on my hard assness, but you know what?
No, don't do it.
Ah, I don't mind.
If on a result of a 1, I'm gonna do Matt Mercer rules. If you roll a 1, you get a re-roll, but you have to take it even if it's a 1.
But yeah, I'm alright with
So
that.
does that mean I
Both.
can re-roll?
Yes. But only once, and if it's another 1, you have to keep it.
What?
There we go.
3.
There we go.
Oh no!
Yeah, sure.
Wow.
You've rolled 3 in a row.
It was meant to be.
I guess that's a 1.
I'm the tank now.
At the top where like I rolled that, but it says hits point 13 for some reason.
Mhm.
When I was 12 before and I now should be 16. So how do I add that?
It added 4, right?
No. Oh no, I had 8, sorry. So I should be 12, but now it's
It
saying
should be-
13.
Yeah.
So why is it added an extra 1 then?
Adds your con modifier as well.
Yep, that's it. Good call. So the potion is not identified. The scroll is a scroll of control weather.
Very nice. That would have been good to clear out the smoke.
Unfortunately, it is not a wizard spell. Usable only by druids, I believe.
Okay.
Remember when you were... Oh, never mind. Found it.
You found it?
Yep.
So you should have an excellent level up. I know what class feature you just got.
I got some cool stuff.
I don't
On
remember what
my-
monk level 2 gets.
I get key. Let me tell you that.
Druid.
So I have
You know what?
do I have to
that's
pick
not.
another school?
Not another. You get 1. You haven't picked your school yet.
Oh, I'm trying to pick my circle and I'm like...
Oh, that's a big choice. So
I know.
I can make it easy for you. If you're looking at the 2 core circles, Circle
Yeah.
of the Moon is if you want to be emphasizing your wild shape ability, which is it lets you
Yeah.
turn into animals. If you would rather emphasize your magic instead of wild shape, Circle of the Land. would
Yeah,
be
I'm just getting...
stronger.
I've got my book open. I'm like...
That's kind of that's how the best way to summarize it. And obviously there
Yeah.
are others. Like there's Circle of the Harvest, I think. Circle of the
It's
Shepherd.
giving me Circle of Dreams, Land, Moon, and Shepherd as choices.
Shepherd and Dreams I'm a little less familiar with. I believe Shepherd is about like communing with animals. I think. Dreams, I have no idea.
No. I mean, there's nothing that I can see in the book about that at the minute anyway.
Well, let me do some quick research.
Alright, I guess that is the school. Boom.
What school are you going with?
He's like, I don't want to tell you.
I went
mean,
with
it's fair.
evocation. Evocation.
That's a good one. That is a solid choice.
But I'm looking at like what spells I could possibly get.
Okay, so
Like-
Shannon,
Mm-hmm.
Circle of Dreams is Fae. Like if you're familiar with the fairy courts, summer court, winter court, and such. Circle of the Dreams is that kind of stuff.
Okay.
Like it gets you involved with the Fae Wild and the Fae.
Have really cool stuff, by the way.
It's cool, but I don't know if that's up your alley or not.
I feel like Pathfinder it would be better.
Circle of... I'm looking up Shepherd now. Oh, that's actually really freaking cool.
I did the Underdark one when I did it. That was pretty cool.
That was Unearthed Arcana, wasn't it?
At
the time?
Wait.
Maybe?
Shepherd isn't just about talking to animals, it's talking to trees, talking to rocks. It's ultimate communion with the world around you, basically.
Well, okay. Oh, this is so
Ooh,
hard.
it is.
Oh.
You get a really cool thing for being an evocation wizard. So
Yup, the shape spell.
yeah, the sculpt spell means so if I use thunderclap, then I can basically make all of you not take damage.
And to justify that, it could very well be the powerlessness you just felt. You've spent some time then researching and studying how you can avoid being trapped in the future where any spell you cast will hit your allies. Now you know how to sculpt it. Shannon, I will say the most straightforward
Yeah.
and probably the one that closest reflects what you've sent me is probably Circle of the Land.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, that's what I did, and I did Underdark.
They get some kick-ass magic abilities.
Ooh, we'll get 2 more spells.
And you get an extra cantrip.
When
Yeah.
I played a druid, I was all into wild shaping, so I did Circle of the Moon.
Yeah.
It
If
just
you ever
depends
want to
on how
turn
you
into
wanna play.
like a mammoth or a grizzly bear, you almost have to have Circle of the Moon.
That's the thing. I'm like, there's things I like about both.
Even Circle of the Land, you can still wild shape. You just won't be able to turn into quite as big,
Big
as early.
and beastly, yeah.
Mhm.
I think I'm gonna stick with that one.
With the land.
Oh,
Yeah.
what a take. I think it's got to be these. It
Ooh.
just
There we
makes
go.
sense.
You can also now recover your spells during a short rest, the same way a wizard does.
All of my spells back, poggers.
Oh man, I forgot how awesome Druid was.
Druid, I would argue that Druid and Monk are probably the two coolest 5th edition classes out of the core book.
Mm-hmm.
Just in
I mean,
terms of
Warlock
like...
is really cool too. You get some cool.
You're right. You know what? Let me rephrase. The two most powerful.
Do you not remember Man-Eating Darkness?
Of course I do. Of course I do. I've just seen what a level 20 druid can do.
I haven't gotten that far, Espaya.
Yeah, well, I've seen what a level 20 warlock can do too.
I have not yet.
And
Oh,
obviously,
Jesus.
you should be fine to pick which environment you wanted to go with for circle, right? I'm guessing Shannon. You're probably going to want the.
I don't think I did. Hang on.
All right, that's the spells. I'm doing it.
You know what's real nice?
You got
Not
your 2
having
new
to
spell
pick
script?
spells.
Yeah.
Yeah, isn't it? Your
No, it
level
didn't,
ups
I
should
don't
be
think it
smooth
allowed
as
me.
butter.
Yeah, mine sure was.
Mine took 2
Wait.
seconds. It's great.
What's up, Shannon?
I don't think it. I think I just clicked on Circle of the Land.
Oh,
And then
it
it obviously
does-
came up with a.
It doesn't let you choose the environment until 3rd level. I'm sorry.
Okay, no, that's fine. That's cool.
But you'll basically choose Arctic, coast, desert, forest, grassland, mountains, or swamp, or Underdark. But
Okay.
one of those is heavily themed in a way I think you'll be pleased with.
Did you want to know what I got?
Yes. What did you get?
I got a lot. Step of the Wind,
Oh boy.
Patient Defense, Unarmored Movement, Key to do all these things,
So now you
And-
can flurry of blows.
and Flurry of Blows.
Oh, I get 2 hit dice now. That's good.
That step of the wind would have been really helpful today.
Yeah.
So
So
you
would
too are hit
all
with
of
a
it.
situation where if only you'd had this ability and you've learned from your experiences, you've grown from your weakness.
I need to hit faster and more.
How about you,
Did you
Therithia?
say?
Hmm?
Sorry, did you say I was supposed to get another cantrip?
No.
Okay, it was.
No,
it
I
was
did.
Shannon.
Yeah.
Okay. I just got 2 new level 1 spells. Okay. No problems.
I'm having a rough time picking between Prestidigitation and Mage Hand.
Both are useful.
Mm,
I think personally, Prestidigitation is in 5th edition is more useful in RP situations, whereas Mage Hand has a lot more practical application. In my experience.
Could
You
it?
ever get locked up in a jail cell? Little mage hand to lift the keys?
I was gonna say, could it help with the box? With the explosive
Not
box?
without being a... So there's a special rogue ability called Magic Legermain. I'm sure I butchered the pronunciation of that. That lets you use thieves' tools with mage hand. So unless you have that specific feature, you could not disarm a trap, but you could open a box from a range. Or a door.
I think I will take mage hand. Okay.
Would you like
It's a
to know
good
what spells I took? Or
If
should I
you
keep
want,
those?
you can... It's up to you if you want to say or if you want to save for a surprise.
I'll keep them.
So many good ones I want to add.
Well, remember, Shannon, you do get access
Yeah.
to all of them. Just gotta choose day to day.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So any given day, you can change what spells you cast.
And if you really want to piss Tim off, always have Moonbeam ready.
That doesn't piss me off. I would feel joy that my players are thriving, and I would also amp up the difficulty of every combat encounter.
Were you there when I wrecked those goblins and rats? Or was that just Ashley?
When was this?
Oh, that was when Evan was playing your character.
Oh, I heard about it. I know exactly what in the cave, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Yeah, I wasn't there for that.
Yeah, and I just moved it around and lasered everything. It was great. Yeah,
fun
just punching everything.
Fun tactic, by the way, for druids once you have wild shape. Little bit of trivia. The Call Lightning spell only requires you cast it in human form. Thereafter, you don't have to be in your humanoid form to call lightning. It's just a bonus action. So you could cast Call Lightning, and then for 1 minute, which is 10 rounds, anytime you use a bonus action, lightning strikes. So you could do that and then wild shape into an orca and swim your way across the battlefield, kicking ass, and round after round still using Call Lightning, even in animal form. There are very few spells that you can use in animal form. That is one of them.
That was one of my favorite combos to do as Linny.
Yeah, I remember.
That's what annoys Stilly.
That does annoy Stilly. That really does. Ashlo, what are you getting for this level up?
Nothing exciting. Well, I can be reckless when I attack,
That's fun.
and I've got danger sense, and
Okay,
one extra hit point.
Well, remember,
actually,
that's 1
4.
plus your con mod.
Yeah, 4.
Fun thing about danger sense, contrary to what it says, as we discovered in Curse of Strahd, it does not just work on traps. It works on anything that gets a dexterity saving throw. So Dragon's Breath weapon, danger sense. Believe it or not, apparently you do have to be a barbarian to recognize that a dragon's breath is danger. But any dex save at all, danger sense
Nice.
applies to.
You just know when
I'm
they're
happy
gonna
with
do
that.
it, you know, as a barbarian. You feel that kind of heat because like you're used to breathing the same rage. I don't know.
On the flip side, little note we also learned at the same time in Curse of Strahd that we learned about this. In 5th edition, you do not get a dexterity save against pit traps.
Yep.
Nor against hidden hazards that might fall from the ceiling if you don't know they're there. If you are unaware, you don't get a dex save. I was flabbergasted by that, but rules as written, no dex save for pit traps.
Yeah, I nearly died. Like, dead.
And then you were mad at me about it. I
Yep.
had danger sense. Why didn't I get to... Because it's the rules.
Well, because the text of Danger Sense says that kind of stuff, and then the context of the rules specifies otherwise.
Mm-hmm. No, I get
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, the
That's
fluff
why
at
I
the
was
start
like-
makes it sound like you're just good at seeing
I would
stuff.
argue Danger Sense is one of the poorest named abilities in 5th edition because it is so misleading. Like you think like, oh, that's something for traps, or you probably particularly imagine pit traps, which is the main thing it doesn't work against.
Shannon, you okay? You look
I'm all
out of
good.
it.
I'm just tired. It's
Oh,
been a
how
long
dare you
week.
be tired.
All right, well, you guys have your level ups underway. I think I'm going to end the recording here.
Wait, you recorded that?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Say he was
And now
gonna.
the whole world knows about your foolish mistake with the pit trap.
I already do. It's already recorded.
That's true, but now they'll have to go back through and look for it.
And,
All right. Good night, everybody.